What's up? How's it going? We're doing code names with the patrons tonight. I'm gonna fly on in there. But Food, thank you for 59 months. Appreciate it.
Shit. One of the things that I'm absolutely kicking myself over is not actually doing an Alaskan cruise while I was actually working for them.
Did you get like a big discount?
Ridiculously big. Once a year, they would basically let us go on they gave us the option to go on a cruise once a year at this heavily discounted rate, basically just to make sure that we all knew kind of what we were like when we're selling, or if we're talking about something on the cruises, basically to say, well, yeah, okay, we know what we're actually trying to sell people or what they've actually experienced and things like that. For us, it was basically, you were basically put on an inside cabin, which doesn't really bother me at all.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to that sort of stuff, how much time do you actually spend in your cabin?
Right. Yeah, since we had the credit we had to use and you couldn't use it to excursions and stuff, we ended up going from, because we originally had a room that was just like, indoors, had a porthole, but we ended up with a balcony. But like you said, it really isn't needed or necessary. And if I ever did another cruise, I wouldn't care about that at all.
We paid $10 a day.
Holy shit.
Wow.
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 That's insane. That's what they pay the captain. I looked up the captain of the. It's honestly not that far from true. I looked up what the salary for the Disney Fantasy captain is, and he makes $32,000 a year.
Considering a job change?
Not for that rate. Twitch pays better than fucking captaining a Disney cruise.
Oh man, I could just imagine you being the captain of the Disney boat.
Little Mickey ear hat.
I feel like you'd do it even for ship pay. I feel like you're talking a big game right now, but you want to be the captain of the Disney boat.
I mean, it would be kind of cool. I just don't know how he lives off of that rate. Like most of the year, he's on the ship or whatever. But you have to be like single to be the captain at $32K, because like
don't have to pay rent on a boat that you work on.
Well, yeah, but 4 months a year you're not on the boat. So if you got to figure out something for 4 months a year, and you could even get like fucking, you had to live in like a fucking halfway house for 4 months a year.
They let you sleep on the dock.
Yeah. One night we were coming back to our room and an acoustical tile had fallen in the hallway, and I was looking up in like the innards of the ship, and I was like, you could definitely hide up in there, because there's no way they take down all the tiles like in between each voyage. And so you could just like hide up there, because like normally they're at dock for like 3 days or whatever, then they go back out again. You wouldn't have a room, so to speak, on the ship, but you could just like hang out around the ship, eat the buffets, and do whatever. You couldn't really get off and on the ship because you wouldn't have like your card anymore, but you could just live on a cruise ship for a while, I bet. Just kind of hide away.
There are people that permanently live on board those things.
Yeah, like if people, retired people or whatever, because like, I mean, like I said, the fucking Carnival ones or whatever, you can get those like so cheap. Like I was looking at some that were like $100 for 7 days. Like you do 4 of those, that's only $400 a month. Like
no, thank you. For 32 months of barking
anywhere,
buddy.
Like I had a realization while sailing on this thing though. Like it's like the most arrogant thing, just in terms of like the planet and stuff. Like the thing burns diesel fuel to power this giant fucking boat through the ocean, and like it's just like, yeah, we're gonna heat these fucking seas up, I guess. I don't know, like the whole thing just seems super arrogant, super like just I don't know. Honestly, it wasn't my crowd. Like one night, so like you have like the dinner service or whatever, and like it's all you can eat, but it's not like a buffet. Like you have a menu and you order off of it and everything. And then one of the nights they had lobster, and the lobster was very good. Like Jess ended up getting it. And this family of 8 beside us ordered 24 lobster tails. So they each wanted 3, and when they got their third service of an entree, because it wasn't just an oxtail, it was like potatoes and all this other shit. They're like, actually, man, we're full. Just take it away. And they're like, but we're ready for dessert. And they all ordered dessert, and I wanted to like kill them all. It's like fucking gluttonous ass people. Anyways, but that was like the average person on this boat. I'm from my experience.
The world Disney created.
Yeah, I guess it's gross.
Happily ever after, baby.
At the we did the like the they have an adult dinner. They have 2 restaurants on the boat where you
Adult
can
dinner.
like just like only adults can go to this place. It's actually like a Michelin star restaurant in Remy after the movie Ratatouille, and it was really nice and everything. But they have like their really expensive wine. They have a bottle on there that's $25,000 for a bottle of wine. Like, who the fuck is buying? Give me 4. But I was looking at their water menu, and they have very expensive water, and one of them is the brand Berg, which is melted icebergs directly into a bottle, basically for $30. And I'm like, is it not bad enough that you're out there destroying the planet with all this diesel fuel and everything? Give me the fucking freshly melted icebergs too while we're at it.
Does it come in plastic?
Whatever destroys the planet fastest.
It comes in animal skin hide.
Yeah.
That's
I looked it up
biodegradable.
after I got off the boat once I was back to the world of internet, and it was $30 at the restaurant for the bottle. And if you wanted to buy it now, like just go to their website and buy it, it's $37, so it's actually cheaper on the boat. But
Oh, when you said animals, I imagined them like getting a penguin, just killing them all, skinning them, and then
Yeah.
filling up a penguin with this water. That's just.
that's how it came.
We use the whole iceberg. That includes the penguins and
Anything that
polar
was
bears.
living on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Just say, how do you think they got the glue to do the hide?
It's lined on the inside with polar fur to keep your water at the ideal temperature, unlike the Earth.
Yeah. 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 Anyways, we should do code names.
That is fucking perfect, though. I have to say. Bird.
Spy, you gonna
Man,
join?
Man.
Oh, yes.
Which
Okay.
which thing exactly, Code?
Berg.
Oh.
It's just like it's the perfect encapsulation of
Guess I'm first.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize everyone had joined because the text was so small on my screen because I didn't have it full screened that I was like,
Aren't we
Yeah.
missing somebody?
no.
No.
No?
There's 511
Or
team.
if I-
Oh, okay. My bad. I can't count. But this is a words game, so it's fine.
Yeah. You don't need numbers. I'm gonna mute myself. Goodbye.
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 I was continuing my my viewing of the Kaizo Super Metroid run from SGDQ,
James already teasing me about the tattoo.
and I was thinking about well, I was just thinking about Super Metroid versus
commissioning somebody
Metroid
to draw me a
Dread and so
tattoo.
on.
Of what?
I thought you were there.
Is it the same?
Apollo Crow?
Sorry, I was going to talk about
A
this
ham
before I
dance?
started talking a lot.
I think it's just
Ham
the,
dance. Oh no.
What's up,
I think
Nut?
it's just the polo logo, but you just want it tattooed on you.
I always thought about getting a tattoo, but
I know you told me.
Yeah, you're thinking of
about
Countdown.
the oldest, but I didn't know you were actually getting something drawn up. And what of?
I gotta find it on my phone.
He has a
Maori,
flat brain.
you think of the gift sub?
I have a few
To no
guesses.
nut.
You can fall into a few categories.
Oh, it's a back piece,
I'm
and
technically
it's gonna
also
be
No Nut
hand poke,
2018.
which is very painful.
Wolf. We got wolf. We have something
think it was around
Viking
then.
related.
Oh, it's Viking related and a
Yeah.
wolf related.
Good. So I got 2 for 2. I'm saying it's some very intricate piece. Well, yeah, he showed me this, but like
Think
I didn't
so,
know you
yeah.
were getting that exact.
Yeah.
Or...
No,
So
no, no.
flat
I'm gonna
brain.
commission him
Would've been
to
around that
change
time.
it and all that.
Okay.
Anonymous, thank you for that gift sub.
Empire 2.
Yeah. It's
Okay, wait, hold on. Before anybody clicks anything, what is it again? You vote by clicking on like the word, and you like actually
Yes.
click the
The
card
word
by
itself.
hitting
The
Okay.
hand.
Yeah, you click on the
hand
word, the
is-
hand actually selects it.
Basically, you click
Okay.
anywhere
the but.
but the hand.
Yeah.
Got it. I just I want to make sure
Don't
before I
touch
go to
that
vote for
fucking
something.
hand.
And you know,
Was could you consider the Aztecs an empire?
Yep.
Like,
the Aztec Empire.
yeah, because I don't remember them being referred to
Pretty
as
sure
the
it-
Aztec Empire, but
I'm
Don't
pretty
you
sure.
play Civ?
I do.
What were they called if not Empire then?
Well, they're an age of empire civilization.
Can't think of anything else too much here.
Yeah.
For Empire, yeah.
I mean, I think it has to be Rome, right? It has to be. I mean, not Rome. I mean, Crown.
Where the hell did you get Rome from?
I don't know. I thought I saw Rome on here.
I'm pretty sure it's Crown. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Everyone got on Crown.
Yeah. Let's click.
Yep.
Wow.
If we must.
Everyone good on Aztec then?
Not really.
No.
Not
Okay.
no. Why
Well,
for it?
I kind of fell out of it.
why Muscateel?
I was just thinking their musketeers are basically soldiers, agents of the empire. It's pretty distant.
True.
I wasn't pushing it hard or anything.
You guys be better off just passing this turn then? If we're not exact on Aztec?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what's more than.
If you guys
You
feel
know.
strong on it, go for it.
Yeah.
I just decided that I wasn't like 100% on that one.
I don't feel great about it, but I feel like that's where Abe's going with is that is
What's
like the only
Like-
country, like any not, related one exactly.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sherwood, not really. Jeweler,
It's
no.
a town, right?
Sherwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really closely associated with like Robin Hood and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Closely associated. It's just where Robin Hood takes place, Sherwood Forest.
I'll be honest, I thought it was completely fictional.
I
didn't know it
mean,
was actually
Robin
a
Hood
town.
is.
Well, I know who Robin Hood is. I don't think he's actually still out.
Musketeers are a real thing too. I don't know if there
Someone's
were
even-
ever just 3 of them, but
Three of-
I feel pretty strongly for Aztec because I'm pretty sure it was the Aztec Empire specifically.
I like it as well.
Yeah.
Are you good with it, Co?
like I said, majority. If you guys feel good with it, go for it. I'm not like opposed to it. I'm just not.
All right, I will
pushing
take
it.
fault. There we go.
It's too late. I did it
We're
anyway.
good.
Oh,
I just
why-
made our turn take longer.
I did it at the same time, so it's really confusing. Seeing Spy, get it?
I don't see cop on here.
I do. It's second from the bottom in the middle.
Yeah.
That's majority. I'm clicking.
I do not see anything other than those
Good
two for
conversation.
that word.
Wow, yeah, that was fast.
I said it was a majority. There's only 3 of us, so
Majority being all, but
If those were not the answers for pig,
Yeah.
then I would be very, very
That's what
upset
cops
with
do.
good.
Ray's not here, so we don't have to worry about nobody clicking anything else. So ending.
There's a whole kit here. Beat, pistol,
Yeah, I-
copper.
It's so your turn. Get out of here.
Probably more.
I don't know. Make them click something else.
Poloise.
Oh, goodness. This has been too long of a week.
Yeah, cop is short for copper. And did you know that's because that's what their badges used to be made out of?
3 out of my 5 days working, I had to get up at fucking 5 in the morning and go to work because I had to unload the truck.
I just made that up.
Right.
It's
You
been
don't
a pain in the ass because they keep sending us massive, like, 1,600 carton trucks every week. And we don't have anywhere to put it. And they just keep giving us more. It's just like, fucking stop.
I didn't know it. I just sort of said it.
Nobody wants to be here unloading it,
It seems logical.
and there's nowhere to put it.
Anywho. Thinking about Super Metroid, I was surprised at how much I actually felt like
I actually have.
I have a bit of a rose-tinted
A swap-
glasses about the
I-
aesthetic.
They
of
let us
Super
swap
Metroid.
weeks with work because some people don't like waking up early or staying up late, things like
It actually looked,
that. I had one of my swaps fall
bit
through
dated to me.
for the start of August.
but
So I haven't been able to get in on the swap, so I'm just taking paid time off.
I do think that Super Metroid
Yeah.
nails a certain vibe in a
Yeah,
way
but
that
you get like 2 months paid time off though.
few of the others.
I
few
get
of
5
the
weeks a
follow-ups
year.
do.
Thank you very much. Which is more than
I
what
would
you
say
would
Zero
normally
Mission
get.
gets the closest outside of Super Metroid. Yeah, the sprites are awesome. The environments
the most I will
specifically
ever
were
get
what I was
is
thinking were.
Navigator.
They looked more dated to me than I expected them to. But of course, Kaizo makes everything look really awful.
I mean, that is a good way of describing those two things together, I guess.
A boat conductor. They don't get paid well.
A boat conductor.
Anything else though?
I don't really.
Netscape?
see- What?
Netscape? Navigator?
And I don't think he's thinking in those terms.
My brain is dead. Sorry.
Do you even browse, dude? I only use Netscape Navigator.
I use Firefox.
That's Netscape Navigator, dude.
Is it?
No.
I don't know. I'm not a computer man.
Nothing else really looks like anything.
No,
No.
I'm not really seeing anything.
Which means you did really good. Click on him.
Yeah,
Cool,
Sail and
okay.
Conductor both good.
I'm doing it.
He has a flat brain.
We're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm good stopping here.
Oh,
we
oh,
did
oh,
it.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
Oh,
Oh no, it's 4.
no, it's 4.
Hmm.
Well, shit.
Guess we got to think a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Are there any like nautical or cartography type?
No, that's kind of what I was looking for.
What about As the Crow Flies? Or is that too wild?
I think that's pretty
I
wild.
feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
I mean, I'm looking at everything.
That's why I was good with just those two, because I cannot really piece anything else unless anyone else says.
There's
I guess
that,
you'll-
and then there's also Changing Wind.
That's okay. That was the one I was thinking, but like,
They're also kind of similar as the Crow Flies. Changing Wind.
Oh, change.
is
I was like, what are you talking? My brain is just
Come on,
absolutely
Spot.
dead. I'm like,
Code
where's he
names,
getting
code
changing
names.
wind from?
You gotta bring a woke brain.
Hey,
thing is, I don't know if Abe would like is that in depth with like nautical tomes to know if the crow flies.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of
I
feel
don't-
like passing and then coming back to it later, maybe.
I don't,
You
I
can
don't
keep
think
those two like in there, but
I don't think
Rather-
the changing winds is wilder. I think it's actually closer than As Crow Flies. Because like when you think of somebody
agree.
navigating, they do that thing where they lick their finger and then they put it up and okay, the wind's blowing this way. You know, like it's obviously loose. It's not a direct hit, but
no,
yeah,
I like it.
I'm with you guys. No, I was really honestly responding to somebody in my chat.
Oh.
I wasn't arguing with
Okay,
you
so
guys.
so we good for ending for now?
Yeah, we can pass.
I'm good with it.
Cool.
So back to Metroid. The thing it is to do with the bosses actually, and the fauna, which is
Parlor.
like I really like Dread, but I do feel like it misses a bit on
I
the
like that.
on the fauna in some ways. Like sometimes the things that are populating the maps feels a little bit slapdash. Like not
Dance?
bad at all, but just sort of
That
somehow
one was
it
kind of
doesn't
a stretch
feel
for
like
me on the dance. I thought about it, but
Yeah,
It's kinda
I
like the
didn't
glass
see
native
that,
fauna.
yeah.
in the way that like Super Metroid and
I mean,
Zero
tattoo
Mission
has to
did.
be like a guaranteed.
But also particularly Super
Alright,
Metroid,
I'm happy to click that.
the
Yeah.
horror element. And I don't know if there's a specific term. Like you know how there's body horror.
Then bar as well, I guess.
Cool.
thank you, Coy. for
Zero
finishing
Mission
that.
and Super had this way of like presenting
Hey, that's it there.
creatures that are dangerous in such a way that it tipped it over into horror. Kind of similar to Alien in a way. Like what I like about Alien, the original mainly, and maybe the sequel a bit, is that it feels like a genuine other. It doesn't feel like a rubber suit monster. It feels like a living creature that's really dangerous and also really other in a way that makes your skin crawl. And Super definitely hit that. Oof, don't mm-mm, no. Like I'm trying to think of examples. Generally all the bosses I would say in Super are pretty good at that. There's something unsettling about all of them. The only one that I think is kind of like is like what's he called? Drago? The one that looks like a fetus. Something about that one doesn't do it as much, but not like, again, not bad or anything, but just not as much as some of the others, like Fantoon or I love Crocomyre's whole thing, which I don't know. It's really bizarre and unsettling.
Incandescent.
Yee, bulb.
Light bulb is pretty good. We're all on agreeance for click.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it must be stretchy from here.
Incandescent.
It's like glowing, giving off light. Don't think there's a lot of musketeers that do that.
Probably not.
Would you say that like metal?
Would you
can
say
make
that
desolate
like
when it gets heaped up?
jewels? When they just get hit with light?
That is true.
If jewels, then why not
Hey.
classes?
Right.
right?
And
But it also says
feel like-
jeweler, which is further away than copper, which is directly the thing.
yeah.
The thing is,
incandescent a Shakespeare word? And if so,
Is
would
it?
Abe know that?
Probably.
Most words seem to be, so it probably is true and also not the answer.
We could also try change. Try to get that from last round. If we can't think of anything else for incandescent.
I suppose.
I don't know. I'm a little worried that he hit us with something that's very not the line of logic that we were going down and locked it down to 2. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Feels like maybe trying to close that door. Given our perfectly even score,
Maybe not.
That's a
Okay,
flat brain.
so just like looking at things and like thinking about like navigator and stuff. Well, I get what I was kind of thinking was like maybe potentially like glasses for good eyesight, but the thing is you need glasses if you have bad eyesight. So
See, I was originally thinking like a spyglass, but
Yeah, I was
that
gonna say.
is like
oh, spyglass could work too.
I have
I feel like that's
a wild connection for you. A
Okay.
series of dots that's definitely not it. Lemonade. And because, one, you can use lemons to generate electricity. Lemon juice and da-da-da-da.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Sorry, you finish yours and then I have something.
Oh,
Go-
well, then
keep
don't
going.
tell me to hold on. That's the
Sorry, I'm
opposite.
sorry. I just my brain.
The other thing that also connects lemons would be to navigator. So lemonade, electricity, incandescent. Lemonade, vitamin C, navigator. Because
Kirby.
yeah, scurvy. Although
Oh, I
I don't
suppose.
I don't know if lemons were used much, if at all. But I know
So-
that no, yeah, actually they were. I remember this now. You know how the people used to call the British limeys?
Mhm.
That was because they
Because they
used
had a lot
limes
of
to get
limes
vitamin
on their
C.
ships, yeah.
Yeah, but that's actually not true. I remember hearing this. They should have been called lemonies because they actually used lemons. They didn't use limes. So there you go. It's not
So-
lemonade, so
Yeah.
we can continue now.
Here's
Again,
here's
is
my,
this
here's
something
my
that I
question
would
and my
know?
wild thought. Was Marco Polo a navigator?
Oh yeah,
oh my
navigated
God.
the world.
Oh my god!
Well done.
I'm
You know, I
dumb.
kept looking at Polo and I kept thinking there's something here, but
Yeah, same.
we all had that.
All I thought,
floating around.
I looked at Polo and I went in my head, Marco Polo. Wait.
Good job. The brain wakes up.
all right. All right, it's
Are,
fine.
are we
Click
good
it.
to click Polo potentially?
You have to
I
click
mean,
it.
it feels like a comeback story.
Cool.
Yeah, Spy should click it.
Okay.
I'm not. I mean, I get where we're going with lemonade, but the problem is I don't
wasn't
know if
arguing
Abe.
for it. Absolutely not. That's why I said at the end of my story. I said it's not lemonade. Let's move on. Just me wasting
The
time
only other
again.
one that I can
Now I
think
wish
of
Abe does
could
know that.
potentially be like spyglass for glasses, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
I would
could.
be opposed to glass.
I can't really think of anything like maybe
I-
glasses is also incandescent.
I feel like glasses could be full spyglass. I feel like change, maybe. Cobble, possibly. I think those are the 3 we can consider. Unless you want to jump on glasses right now.
I don't think we have anything beyond consideration.
Yeah. Hmm.
Who you kissing?
Well, that was more of a, not a, mwah, but a Anyway,
This guy's over here just having a makeout session.
what do we want to do?
I think I'm good with ending because I
Yeah.
feel like we
Yeah.
have a
I'm
good
in.
idea of what it could be.
Okay. Abe will guide us next turn.
But yeah, Zero Mission also did that real well. Had a number of really good little set pieces and stuff. Particularly, it fleshed out the natural environment more. Like one that comes to mind is there's this one. There's this one part where there's like this sort of grub-like thing, some kind of grub-like creature that's
Anything else
it's just
possible?
it completely fills a cave tunnel that you're in, and you have to run from it and dodge it a lot.
I'm running through them.
And it's just really well done, and it feels
I'm just gonna click volume
unsettling.
because if it
and
isn't
and
volume,
it feels like
then again,
a
good should be
natural
shot.
threat.
I can't see anything else on there
I
that
don't
looks like
see
it could
anything.
be anywhere attached.
Yeah.
Okay, looking at.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't go with lemonade.
I feel like the fauna that I've run into, including the boss ones in Dread, feel kind of throwaway. And they feel a little too polished or smoothed over or something. Again, not bad. I'm not calling it bad at all. I just didn't really get that vibe. Plus, you always encounter them in a box. You're in a box. It feels very boxy. It feels really far from like Zero Mission, where Zero Mission felt like sprawling, felt like you were in a fucking anthill. There were definitely boxy rooms, but there were also like a lot of cave tunnel type things. I feel like I'm giving a dissertation to myself. On the one hand, there's this game going with people I'm not talking to, so they're obviously not paying attention to me. And then over here in chat, there's this whole conversation going on about Alien vs. Predator and movies and stuff. I know, it's sometimes, I'm not complaining, not whining. Pay attention to me! But it becomes funnier and funnier to me as I go on, where I'm just rambling and like literally no one has anything to say
Must be a tough
about anything I'm saying. So the longer that goes on, the more it feels like, you know, I mean, imagine what it feels like is if you're like with a group of people and you start talking about something you think they'll be interested in, but they're not, but you're all in, like sunk cost. You've gone halfway into the fucking lecture,
He has a
but you
flat
know
brain.
everyone's checked out of what you're saying. So you just have to wrap it up and then swiftly walk into a river. Lord Deffington, thank you for 79 months. And Saf, thank you for 34 months. Yeah, I think I agree with that assessment there, Nee. it does feel like they built a labyrinth and then they made backgrounds for the labyrinth, which is probably the approach generally, but they didn't break out of the box that they built very much or very often. Fusion does horror pretty well, but it's a different flavor, for sure. They nail it with the SAX, and I think the environments are really cool and vibrant, and I really like them a lot. There's a lot of variety in Fusion. But I think Fusion is kind of where
These must be some very tough words.
Yeah, really.
the blandness of the fauna starts to kind of happen. A bit. You know what one I think excels the most? This might be controversial. I think it might actually be 2. The original 2. Which might sound insane.
Triplet.
Triplet.
Musketeer.
Musketeer.
Yeah.
Here's the issue, though.
If we're talking like music, there's note, dance, and beat. You know, triplets, stuff like that. What's the thing?
I was gonna say, is he trying to get us to go triplet exactly on these 3, or is he trying to? I feel like
If you don't want to hit Musketeer, giving a clue of triplet and 3 is a rough move. That's
I'm saying
balls.
No, I'm saying, does the 3 apply to all, or is he trying?
Because we were like talking about glasses. Is he trying to steer us away from glasses, or is he trying to get us to click
I was
glasses?
more or less like saying, should we think back to the other things, or does triplet apply to these 3 as well, or is it only like a few? I feel like it has to be 3 if he's going to 3. Else he would do like infinity.
Well, we also have 3
the other
left,
worlds.
and
Right.
yeah.
So I feel like the triplet has to apply to all 3 if he's going with triplet 3. So it has to be Musketeer. Can we get that off the board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the little Shakespeare play that had triplets in it? I'm just asking a question. Is there any notorious 3 themed play?
God, what was one of the names of one of the families is very much a similar word. Capulet, yeah. It's not tripulet though.
Could we think
I was
of
gonna say
anything...
for like music and stuff, it's technically like in triplicate kit. I'm pretty sure, not just triplet.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think triplet either.
Yeah,
triplicate is like how often you print your TPS reports.
Oh.
In triplicate.
I don't know then. But I feel like if it would have been music, they would have gone with music for note, dance, and beat.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless one of them is the bomb.
Yeah.
I feel like beat and note are pretty close. Well, as dance is like a little further out, and plus, is there any dance that is truly any pales with like any 3 dance rolls at a time? Because beat and note are both music, like musical tomes, or dance is 2 in music typically.
See,
It's tough.
Here's the thing that's bugging me is that we had like a Navigator 4, and we've only hit 3 that are really anything to do with navigation. So I don't know if triplet has to do with all 3.
That's what I was worried about. That's what I was trying to say is it just triplet like 102, or is it applied to all 3? But if that was the case, you would just do triplet infinite if you only try to get Musketeer.
This is pointless because it inevitably has to touch both this and that.
Correct. That's. Because I feel like I don't feel like Bulb was Navigator, right? Because if it was, then we have all Navigator.
No, Bulb was incandescent, which we also don't have the.
Right, but I'm saying, could it have been Navigator as well? 'Cause if it wasn't, which I don't think it is, we still have a Navigator.
We have a Navigator and we have an incandescent that we haven't touched.
It could be like a spyglass.
Oh God, I know your words.
Blake,
Oh, yeah?
shut your mouth.
Care to tell, Blake?
You already
No,
talked
not
about
at
the
all.
word.
Is there anything about the composition of copper? I know Abe is a science guy.
That's why I was feeling a couple, like, when you heat it up, it glows, and you get it so hot. But I wouldn't say that's incandescent, but I know he's trying to get bulb plus something else.
I mean,
Like,
I think that
lighting
fits the
up.
definition of incandescent.
I guess
It's
we get it
just
hot
giving off
enough
light.
to glow. Yeah. If you guys want to do couple, then let's see. The problem is, like, if that's incandescent, then we still have a navigator.
I want to click glasses for navigator. Is what I want to click.
I do like that because it might be like spyglass. I think that's
Because that's the
possibly
only
where it's
thing that
going.
fits for that. That's on here.
Yeah. I agree.
That's
I'm
3
down.
of us. So I'm clicking it.
All right. Is it couple
Nice.
or is it something else for? That it has to be incandescent, right?
Incandescent. Yeah.
Anything else
copper
glow?
really. If you heat it up, it is.
I'd say there's anything else truly like just the wood itself. I get like jewels, but like it's jewel. That's why I'm not like so great in that.
Yeah.
I don't find anything else truly glows at all.
I'd be fine with attempting copper.
I mean, we gotta kind of attempt something. 'Cause they're gonna
Yeah.
get 2, so. I mean, we can stop, but that'd be banking on them not getting a 2.
It does, if we don't click copper, then it also leaves that on the board in case that's something of theirs.
Yeah, but they could also just win the game next turn.
Yeah,
And it will
it could be.
That's true. It's
The
a
clue
gamble.
could be something completely different, not couple. So why? Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I feel that strongly about copper, but I'm lost as to
I mean,
what it would be. If
do you
not
think
that.
it would be better to leave it there or to try it? Because
It just depends on. Do you think they're gonna get?
I'm
a 2?
suggesting more thought. I'm not really. I'm saying
Oh, okay.
not clicking copper, but still looking for another answer.
well, going back to what you said before, Co, with like music and stuff, note can also mean like writing down a note, which I guess would also fit like the triplicate thing we were talking about. I don't know. It's 2 things with triple, but
It feels far to say that.
yeah, I do.
The other thing that gets me is why is it triplet? It feels like if he was just saying 3 musketeers, he could put 3 or something.
Right.
But why triplet? That's what bothers me is it feels like there was something else. Like those little 3 things with glasses somewhere. Like the 3 glass lens. There's something else that could be a triplet that is also incandescent. Unless somehow incandescent was glass, like glasses.
Because bulbs are made out of glass, but glass itself isn't incandescent.
I'm just trying to think of combining things together.
Well, glass actually also would be incandescent in the same way that copper is.
Oh, where you heat it?
Heating it up.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So this goes back to if glasses was both incandescent and navigator, got polo. So then I think we're all good on navigator, and then probably good on incandescent, which means it's just triplet. If we think glasses could be both incandescent and navigator.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should go for it. Fuck it.
Go for copper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's tough to pin anything else down more than that. I mean, we gave it a solid effort on all fronts. So.
Yep.
It's either this or something we're very much not thinking of, and it's that something.
Still thinking it. Don't get the 2.
I'm 100% on dance.
Yeah, and same with jeweler.
I don't see anything else on there that relates to a wedding.
Maybe note would be the
that's-
the other thing that I could possibly see for that. That's it.
All right, I will click on dance. And honestly, I don't like anything else other than jeweler here.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was a shotgun on there besides pistol.
Yeah, yeah.
A pistol wedding.
I'm clicking it. Any complaint?
Fuck.
Okay, yeah, was note for them.
Yeah, that was a close one.
It was very close.
I really could have
Beat
tied
was
together.
kind of an annoying one there.
Yeah.
With volume, dance, and note all on the board.
Yeah. So what was up with Note?
Note, I was trying to hook with Musketeer, and I kept it at 3, not infinite, because you guys had said the word I wanted you to click with, which was glasses. So I wanted to hook Musketeer and Note, and the only thing I could think of was 3. But a triple note is literally just called a triple note. So I wanted to. I couldn't say triple because it would sound like what else could be triple? Like just note. It could have been a lot of things. So I would try to get with triplet, kind of like, but it also sounded the same as beat, which again, beat just was ruining my mind.
Yeah, it is pretty tough to have beat and note.
This is a hard board.
See, every time I read triplet, I didn't read crow, I read crown.
Wait a minute, didn't we have? We also had crown right above it, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
One of the words that I completely I thought was yours that turns out it wasn't. It was crow. Like when Ko went down that hole, as the crow flies, I was thinking crow's nest.
Oh.
See, I was thinking that
True.
too, but I'm like, that's a navigator doesn't
Yeah,
really
they
go
are.
up the crow's nest.
That's the
I
lookout.
was thinking note for navigator because it could be a way to navigate you with directions.
Yeah, Navigator was Polo, if you guys got that. Conductor Sail, obviously, was the first 2. And I was banking on glasses of note because also they see and take notes for a navigator. But whichever of the 3 I first said was
I like that you're like, yeah, I actually have 5 clues for Navigator, but I only put 4 up. I think you did pretty good considering Note and B are very close
I'm
together.
really proud thinking of Navigator. I was like, wow, this actually seems like it could fit, and it doesn't hit into too many other words.
I feel bad that we didn't get Polo right away.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, they're missing it. For parlor, it was actually tattoo parlor and jewelry parlor, but y'all got bar. I thought you might get bar. I was gonna do liquid, but I was waiting for glasses to go away, which was taking forever. I was gonna do liquid for bar, volume, and lemonade, but yeah, it worked out in the end.
Okay,
I'm
thank
just
you.
glad I didn't have to shoot you good.
You said he deserved to be shot if he didn't get that.
My chat's like, jewelry parlor is not a thing, so I had to show everyone that jewelry parlor is a thing. Cause,
Never heard of it.
yeah.
Oh, I've
Games
heard of
is that.
jewelry parlor.
After I read when y'all did get, I was like, well, I guess I am playing with a bunch of men. They don't go to a lot of jewelry parlors or jewelry shops in general, probably.
I almost never hear parlor being used as a word period anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of gone away. Right after I typed it and hit enter, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna get bar, and that was the first thing y'all clicked. I was like, yeah, I could have done 3, honestly. Maybe you would have got the jewelry, but I don't know. That's probably a stretch.
Delivery.
Driver.
Yeah. Mail.
Mail.
Those are the 2 strongest, I feel. Whoop, okay. But Co, what about the discussion?
We had it.
If Ray was here, he'd be yelling at everybody.
Where's Ray?
No, it was. We
I
played
think
games
it's
yesterday.
Family in town.
Weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, that bit is awesome. And like I said, I'm not trying to say that I think Dread does everything wrong or something like that. That environment in particular is really awesome, and I like that it's got this dynamism to it. Particularly that part is cool. The way that opened up. That feels like it's almost reminiscent of, but less clever than, or at least you feel less clever than
Rip Coach.
the Super Bomb tube in Super Metroid. Because that shit makes you feel like a goddamn super genius. You know? I like those sorts of designs where it's not deliberately like, press button, thing fall, which is a little bit what that was, versus, oh, I've got these super bombs. And that tube, that glass tube in Super Metroid is like, if I recall correctly, it's not like right next to the super bombs. You have to piece that together on your own and just think like, I wonder if a super bomb can destroy this glass tube. You know, and that just feels good when you do it.
Lone's thinking long.
It's totally intentional.
I just realized
That's
the
what
mouse
they
and rat are on the same
wanted you
board.
to do.
Yeah.
In fact, it's required to
There's
progress.
also werewolf and minotaur.
But it's not like right next to it.
I'd like to
There's
imagine
not
that
a series of
one
breadcrumbs
those
that
for each
leads
of
to
those.
it.
One's blue and
So
one's
when
red.
you do it, yeah, the sense
was,
of like,
One of them's the bomb somewhere.
hell yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
I logic
Flag
that shit out
revolution are both on the
myself.
same
I put this together.
flow.
You know, that's a good feeling in a game.
That board sucked.
You've also got water and
It
fog.
feels emergent without being emergent.
Yeah, there's a lot of similar words here, so it's either really good for someone or really bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's not good for us.
Doesn't seem to be.
Apparently.
Bridge is
Or,
also
or them,
weird.
I mean.
There's water, bridge, fog. There's ear and mouth.
Yeah, kind of.
Dungeon.
But I can't think of a good example of that
Rip.
in Metroid Dread thus far.
Yeah, in Dungeon.
I think Pit's pretty good.
Yeah. Everything is like
Rats in the
signposted
dungeon,
and everything's a funnel.
You don't really see worlds and dungeons.
You know, you're just kind of funneled
Yeah.
around. And the one time that I almost had a feeling like, oh, cool,
Are
I
they Roman
went off road a little bit and I
dungeons?
found something. The game is like explicitly, you found this too soon.
Possibility
So,
there. I think that's the furthest. I like the 3 we've got selected personally. I think Pit's really good.
Yep, really like it.
yeah, I can't think of an example from Dread. That doesn't make it
So,
bad,
Good.
I like
but I
Pit.
just can't think of an example off the top of my head.
Good work. Would you rather fight a Minotaur or 300 werewolf mice? In your group in chat. Wow, Pit really felt like a dungeon word.
It's definitely pretty dungeony. I'm honestly surprised.
I've had an idea kicking around in my head for a long time of something that I want to do. But it's more, I think of it like a game, but it's more of a story that needs writing, and I'm not really a writer. That's the trouble. I've had it in my head for a long time, and it veers in different directions based around the same sort of essential concept. I was trying to think of, or I don't know, I think a lot about the things that really strike me as compelling, the stories that I like, and they tend to be things like The Thing, or the Metroid games, or Half-Life, where it kind of dances on the edge of physics and science. That seems to be the sweet spot for me. Probably tipping over a little bit into silliness, but like I would say I enjoy the X-Files, but the X-Files is much farther across that line. You know what I'm saying? I would say Half-Life is the line for me. It's just perfect. Don't get me wrong, I like X-Files. In fact, I have recently embarked on a rewatch. So I'm in that. But I think it kind of did make the line for me.
Spell.
The reboot? X-Files got rebooted?
Still scroll.
I had no fucking idea. Oh my god. I just, like, absentmindedly clicked end guessing. It's a lucky thing that it has that dialogue.
Wait, what?
It has a
trying
dialogue
to
that
guess
pops up. Yeah, it's like, you haven't guessed anything, bud. You sure you want to do this?
It's your turn. Nope, no, it's not.
Like-
Cisco.
Something, one of the neurons in my brain is like, hey, you got to unmute now. And the neuron that controls my mouse hand was like, okay. And just went straight to end guessing. I don't know why.
Oh god.
You know what? I don't want to play this game anymore. End
Wow.
game.
Wow.
We're winning.
Don't say those words.
Zap, please. go
Kaboom.
close.
I think Spell Scroll sounds awesome.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna click it. Now we have one more.
Man, the pressure's really on. He wants me to know something that I probably don't.
I would think maybe Grace, because it feels like one of those things that like goes along with casting spells.
I would say
I
maybe
think of,
we
like,
need to think outside of magic as well here.
Yeah,
It might
that
mean something else like spelling a word or a span of time.
or something spells disaster,
I
like
could see like
revolution. But
I could see like mouth being you need it to
I
spell
could
a word.
see like
and also
ear being you needed to hear a word.
it wasn't done.
I know.
Usually spells also have, you know,
A verbal component.
talking, a verbal component, yeah.
That's not bad. What do you hear about ear magic? Did you get what I did there with hear about it? All right. Anyway,
I liked it.
it's fine. It's fine.
Co doesn't need your pity laugh.
I didn't say I laughed. I just said I got it.
You didn't say you got it. You said you liked it. Anyway, can we move on?
I think these might be our best options, or
Why that one? Because is it hard for you to spell?
just are thinking outside the box kind of ideas. But I'm not too leaning towards any of these.
I don't really like anything else.
Maybe I shouldn't have
Mouth
pushed us
like-
off of magic. Maybe it is Grace. It was always Grace. Okay, it was
They're all
never
pirate.
Grace.
Hit and
I'm
guessing.
really looking trace.
I'm hitting at a guessing.
Sorry.
Everybody okay?
Ah,
Co?
I'm fine with it if everybody else is.
With mouth?
Take my name off.
No, with skipping.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're good with
sure.
skipping.
Okay. We
Let's all
skip.
hold hands and skip.
Spell skip.
Maybe he'll just give us Dungeon 3 again.
You can't do that. That's against the rules.
So
Is it?
You can
No,
use the same
I've-
word
I've-
again.
I mean, I've done it before. I don't know if it was against the rules or not. But I've given the same
I thought it
speech twice.
was.
I've been
No, I think
basically
I remember
nursing this
correctly.
I think we
idea
had
for
this
a
talk
while.
actually. I think we
and
figured out that
it
we can say it
diverges in
again.
two ways.
What's weird about this clue is we have 3, apparently, that relate to dungeon, but a current seems like a less good clue because it only has 2. Anyways, that's my opinion. Yeah, riptides. I mean, who knows anything anymore? Current.
But you
They also
forget
think about
the
current as
fruit.
like
Sorry.
what's like
They're breaking my brain.
currently relevant, like what's current, you know? I don't know. Just saying.
You also can't forget about the fruit,
The,
which is spelled differently.
the core
but
of it is this sort of idea of like a
Well, water for sure, right?
Yes.
a
If it's
life
not, I'll be
a life
surprised.
form or
We did it. Before we click rip, should we think about
I don't know if
dungeons
that's
some more?
right.
We should probably get rat.
Actually,
I
it is.
think rat's
It's like
for sure
two separate
dungeon.
but similar ideas.
I would rather click rip first and then rat.
Because one idea I was playing
don't
with
think it's
was
gonna be
this
rip for some
concept
reason,
of
but let's
like a sort
Okay.
of
I had my name on it, but I just didn't feel that confident.
inorganic life, which is
So you think rat's the best of
sounds
the
like an
dungeon words?
oxymoron.
Yes.
I mean, other than pit.
But I was imagining
Yeah.
of a sort of thing like a type of material that has the property of
I have a possible opinion on another one, but
That's great.
how
I will
how
leave
I
that
explain
until
it.
later.
That's correct.
I mean, there should be 2 more.
Doing a bad
for
job of
dungeon.
even explaining my idea. I haven't thought about it for a while, but like talking about Metroid makes me think of it.
Yeah. Well,
Unless rip was dungeon.
Basically, that you could have sort of like rock
going to a dungeon to
based
die, rip.
creatures and
Yeah,
things of the
exactly.
sort, or that this like a particular like a type of gem or crystal that
Post it on your TikTok.
when combined with other things is sort of like the sort of life system enabler. which would lead to strange
Wait,
combinations.
One for werewolf.
I actually had a name for it. It was
Why would you do this, Trace?
the name
I
I
hate
came
you.
up with was like neuronite, like neurons.
Hey.
Are werewolves magical? Are they considered magical?
No, it's a completely natural scientific phenomenon.
Not everything that's unscientific equals magic.
That probably sounds stupid.
You're wrong.
What
Okay.
kind of sprawled off of that idea was thinking of like sort of a Metroidy type of world where
Actually,
you
They aren't really magic now that I think of it.
explore these strange combinations of fauna
well,
that are
in
like
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
I think it's a disease.
unexpected configurations and things.
Essentially.
I was thinking
no,
of like
I think it's considered
a type
a
of game
curse,
that's
actually,
like
'cause you can get rid of it with
categorization
removers.
somehow, or that you can use the same material
Magic,
to do other
D&D.
things.
On the table. Table flip.
All I want to say is hope Flynn's in chat.
Baby one Flynn.
Are werewolves magic?
Mice are used in like magic tricks a lot. I guess.
Or rabbits.
Also,
So are rabbits,
Mickey
but there's no
Mouse
rabbit on
is
here.
Magical.
Sorry, say again.
Mickey Mouse is magical.
Is he?
Or
Yeah.
Is he? He's a
That's
cartoon.
good.
A clue for Good. Magic Mouse.
Yeah, I think I should click mouse.
Okay, now I don't want to click mouse.
That's what he does.
I mean,
If we're talking like magician, then maybe mouse
well, yeah, but like,
and maybe like table and ear. Maybe mouth. You know, because magicians do that dumb shit.
they certainly do.
Which
Go.
dumb shit?
Well, you know, like there's a lot of table trick type stuff. A lot of sleight of hand things that involves, you know, like cups
Oh.
and yeah. There's usually a table involved, so they can like hide their hand, switch things, pull things up from under the table, that sort of shit.
Mhm.
Mouse obviously used in magic tricks frequently. Ear or mouth, like there's a lot of tricks that are like pulling things out of your mouth or ear, or you know, making it seem that way.
I hate this clue.
We hate this game, or at least this board.
Now I kind of want to just click werewolf to make Trace mad. If it's not it.
Do you
Must be a
find a
tough word.
werewolf? Do you find a werewolf in a dungeon? Can you?
No,
Is that
you don't fight werewolves
mean-
in dungeons. They're on the forest.
That's just in your campaigns.
Wow. They're
Yeah,
not in the
ours,
forest, they're in the
there was
cul-de-sac. They're at the high school basketball game.
Yeah. They're in
The mascot.
Paris.
They're in London. We know this from documentaries.
Documentary films.
Generally teenage.
What were we talking about before?
Magic.
Mickey Mouse?
Trace.
No, I mean like Trace
love
decided to give us basically the same clue.
Spell and magic. Well,
So
Yeah, but
okay.
it grew. It grew.
Yeah.
And we even got
were
one.
thinking mouth for spell, and we
Yeah.
completely went away from that because he said magic. However, it does sound stronger.
I
because-
believe I said mouth.
Uh,
Thank you very much.
whoever said that.
Also,
So I'm
we
wondering if it's like
we got
Trace and mouth because we were talking about both of those.
we got pit. Does that fit into anything? of delivery or spell? I mean, delivery, I think we locked that shit down. Does that fit into spell at all? Or magic? I don't
Well,
think so, but I
wouldn't
just want to check.
Given that, because
Yeah, they got it before
they
spell.
the opposite
No, I
team.
know. They got it after spell. Oh no, it was before spell. Never mind. Haha. You're right. I'm stupid.
So, like, I don't know if Trace is just trying to say, yes, it's Mouth and Grace and whatever else we talked about.
By default, when you think of spell, honestly, or magic and spell, the first thing I think of for a lot of things would be like Harry Potter, casting a spell, you say the spell.
There's always a magic word.
Mouth.
Abracadabra.
Yeah.
Even
like,
with magicians.
usually the non-vocal magic stuff is just during the intense fighting stuff where you can't really take it slow. But like the small magic stuff, you immediately think of mouth, the tongue of mouth of the spell.
That's what's called a verbal component of a spell.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
There are
Okay,
also material
I'm
that's
going to
in it.
click.
Okay, it's ours.
We're still alive.
So then I'm thinking, like, maybe potentially Grace, because we were talking about that being a
I'm not
potential
totally
form.
with that one. Like, why Grace?
Well, okay, Grace by itself is just a fluid, a very what's the God? I can't think of the definition without saying the word. It's a motion that's very not I don't want to say fluid, but like it has a set pattern to it. It
I was
matches
thinking
what you
more
would
of,
expect.
like, I was thinking more of like Grace as in something
It's also
bestowed by a
the
god.
holy aspect for it.
Yeah, paladin or something.
So those are the two thinkings.
Have y'all considered Jiminy Cricket? He was magic.
Have you considered?
Actually did.
Shut
Being
the
quiet.
fuck up.
Mickey Mouse.
I mean, I told y'all to click mouse a long time ago. Haha!
What was that? Was there a frog choking?
No, that's Mickey. Haha! Oh,
Someone
yeah.
help this frog.
mouse.
I think you got lost on the Disney episode.
Someone save Kermit. You gotta
You ever
go.
heard Mickey laugh? Okay.
Yeah, I have. That's the problem here, Good. It's much higher, Good. What are you doing?
Yeah, Co can do it.
You get it wrong.
No, the laugh though. Do the laugh.
You're not high pitched enough, Goose.
It's like that. No. That's a dying frog.
Okay.
That's a dying frog. I don't fucking know.
We went away from Grace because we wanted to not think of the magic of the word spell, but then he threw us magic, which makes me inclined to think he wants us to go that direction. So maybe Grace. And then the last word, I would have no idea. We were tied between a magic mouse and a magic werewolf, which may or may not be magic.
Don't forget the magic cricket and the dying frog. Sounds like the next Disney movie.
The magic cricket and the dying frog. Oh no. I don't know. I hate being the word picker.
Why, you afraid to get punished?
It's too much responsibility.
Yeah, you
Well, the
know you're
most
gonna get yelled
consensus
at
that we
afterward.
have is on Grace. I'm not really with it, but I'm not super against it either. So if you want to fly with that,
What's
spread your
take,
wings.
Rob?
I personally don't like Grace, but you can click it.
Nah, we're split. I don't think we should click it then.
Oh god.
I think we can end here then.
Damn.
We have ideas. We have ideas. I think we can end here
Fucking-
then.
Trace is just gonna give us fucking, I don't know, abracadabra next fucking round.
Would you think fog maybe?
If that's the case, then I'll be the clicker, okay?
Magic
Make-
fog?
make it happen.
Don't magicians use a lot of?
Yeah,
Smoke?
I mean,
I guess
I
it
mean,
would be
honestly,
smoke,
fog's
huh?
fucking magic. Think about it. Like, that's a cloud. That's just supposed to be in the sky. Why's it on the ground? Magic.
Fog machine, magic fog.
This
machine.
guy. Frog choking on fog.
Voldemort carried a fog machine.
Magic fog.
I'm ending it.
Okay.
Well, please calm down, Spy. It's okay.
If he does something magic related in the next word, somebody else is gonna have to click because I'm not doing it anymore.
Is he gonna do a trick for us or something?
Acacia.
Oh, my
Tree. I don't see tree on board. I'm done.
God, calm down, dude. Hang in there.
I got no more ideas.
Why orange? Oh, they are orange, aren't they?
The other
Acacia wood in Minecraft
Yeah.
is orange.
the other
Right.
Nearly thought
Forgot that.
ACA and CIA.
diverging
not
idea,
Acacia.
kind of based similarly, but
CIA. What's that mean?
it is also very divergent, and it's much more the thing.
Okay.
I'm
orange is
good
pretty
with
good,
both
right?
of these.
But basically, I had this
Yeah.
this idea that I've
Yeah.
been knocking around
Okay.
of like. It's much more horror. It's like
What do we-
specifically horror.
Let's talk for just a second.
I was
about
imagining maybe doing like
dungeon. We've gotten rat.
I like
Do you think anything else
sometimes
we've
I like
clicked so
those
far
like
was for
little
dungeon?
point and click horror games. We did one
Maybe,
a
Rick.
year or two ago
Maybe,
for
that's a
Scream a Day
stretch,
that was
though.
really cool.
Yeah.
And it was
I'm
very
not like
simple. It
most
wasn't
horror
like
anymore.
complex or anything. The one that takes place in a mine.
Revolution, like French Revolution.
Now You See was really good.
People
That one
sent
was
to the
more
dungeons.
robust, I thought. Way more than I expected it
about-
to be.
The
No,
other
Rome.
it was under the gallows.
But I was thinking specifically
You
of
said Rome
this other
before,
one
that's
that took
not
place in a mine. I
awful.
can't remember what
I
it's
was
called.
thinking Rome before,
But it was good.
was it real?
It wasn't
did
incredible.
They really have dungeons
But it was just
in
like
Roman
it told
times?
its story
I
and
don't
it
know.
looked.
I feel like
it was
Minotaur
fun
is
and
pretty good for that.
It is.
I
looked like
don't
kind of thing
like
that'd be
it
fun to
after the
make.
past
It's cool.
list
I
anymore.
do
You
not
don't
like
like it 'cause
Minotaur
of magic.
at all.
Anyway,
Spell.
The
Yeah.
Minotaur was in a maze, not a dungeon.
this is obviously
guess
very
so.
thing inspired
And-
because like
Generally considered a magical being.
I want to have this sort of overlap of cold environment and
All right, well, the table.
sort of
Yeah,
science
go
lab
table.
or research lab
Okay.
way off in the boondocks and something goes
I don't know
wrong
about
type of
Dungeon and
scenario.
Revolution.
And what I imagined was that
Maybe.
the setup would
We
be
should
like
probably try to click though, right?
Yeah.
a very
Yeah,
significant
I would rather click dungeon than
sort of crash
anything
down
else
event
there.
happens, like an asteroid
Definitely
or
not-
a meteor or
like-
something.
definitely
Oh,
not
Revolution,
Gaul,
yeah.
Not enough to
Revolution,
like
not pace,
extinct humanity,
not
but
flag,
pretty big deal
not your.
in Antarctica
What else doesn't make sense?
And,
Doesn't make sense. Don't make no sense.
because of
Fog
scientific
makes no
interest.
sense.
Research a
Yeah,
research lab is
Revolution.
established in the area, and
Right.
there's sort of an international cooperation
We're
effort
gonna
type
win
of
for
deal, right? And so the
Yeah,
story
maybe
doesn't
just
Dungeon was
start
a
there.
bad
That's sort of the
clue.
back
Maybe.
the
Maybe
backstory,
maybe
like leading up
it
to.
is something magical.
Maybe this is all Lone's fault.
So everything's fine
So
for
what's
like
the algorithm?
years,
Wizard 3.
but
I agree
then
with Lone.
something something occurs, and I haven't like fully established a something. I do have the like what the
I need a ruling question.
certain elements, but not like what specifically like
As
why
well
you would
as-
be there.
Oh, proper nouns like the
Anyway.
names of companies, characters,
The behind the
nations.
scenes concept of like
How does that
what's
go?
wrong is
It's. I think
always
we've
allowed
agreed
that there
before,
was
it's
a sort of
allowed.
Okay.
Yeah. I think rule purists say no, but
like this is where it's similar to the other idea. There's a
Seth putting in the chat.
a life form that is capable
Or flip.
of
does Flynn
reconfiguring
not like proper nouns?
non-living matter, whether it's organic or not.
No, I mean, for a rule checker.
Oh,
And what I imagined was these insane deformations. So, like, while you're exploring this place and you're trying to piece it back together to figure out what happened, you encounter, like, for example, and not necessarily always, like, hostile, but, like, really body horror type of stuff. Reconfigurations of people that were dead. So it's sort of got this reanimation thing, not zombies per se, but like this kind of odd mixture where anything's possible. So maybe like combinations of corpse and machine, maybe different levels of retention of like the person. So you might encounter somebody who's still in there, but not really alive. Versus, actually, this kind of overlaps with Soma a little bit, where you like run into those. Sometimes you would run into a mechanic robot, but it's got someone trapped in it, that sort of thing.
He has
so,
a flat brain.
You'd run into that, but maybe you'd run into more of like a reanimated corpse that's more like animalistic and dangerous than like necessarily like a trapped person. Or maybe you run into things that are like not very human at all. Like it's more machine than flesh.
Steamboat Infinity.
But the driving thing behind it all is some sort of panspermia type situation. There was some sort of ride along.
I mean, he's giving us Infinity.
That
so
then gets
talked about it extensively.
You know, exposure happens.
That means Grace,
unwittingly.
Mouse, werewolf.
No, we didn't talk about Mouse and Werewolf extensively. We talked about Grace.
So yeah, just kind of taking that base concept and then coming up with environments and situations and puzzles around.
They have a flag.
So that's the other one.
For sailing. A lot of reasons have a flag on a boat.
Foghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Steamboat.
What do I have left? 3?
I'm clicking fog. Everyone okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Talked about Grace. But he said infinite. When I did 3, it was because we talked about it, so I didn't want you to think of other words. Does infinite mean he wants us to think of other words besides Grace?
Well, yeah, because like if you say Steamboat Infinity, that means that you've already talked about.
It doesn't mean necessarily a set thing, but
yeah, I never remember.
It can mean like you guys were on the right lines, follow the lines you were on. The loudest thing we were saying was Grace, Grace, Grace. I think. I don't know if everybody agrees on that.
Grace was something we were definitely yelling.
What about?
Okay. And I would say the second loudest thing was probably mouse, mouse, mouse. But
so,
Steamboat Willie, Steamboat Willie, mouse.
Yeah. I was literally just about to say one of Mickey Mouse's first things was on the Steamboat.
So I'm thinking flag, just because you have flags on a boat. You should have flags on a boat. That's the only other word.
He has a flat brain.
I want to bring up.
All of us are on one boat together, and then there's a straggler.
Yeah.
And then
what was that? What do you think?
What?
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, we did that.
Okay.
Get on the boat, boy.
Oh hell yeah!
I was there.
All right. I would like to say, fuck you, Spy, for ending on 3 and going. You know what? We're just gonna end on 2. Fuck it. When there's so many that you talked about that are magic and spells, and you go, you know what? Yeah, just fuck it.
Fuck
just
me.
You can't yell at us for winning.
We all need Trace. It's not just me.
This is why he doesn't like clicking Trace. He's the fall guy.
So, delivery driver, whatever. I'm more mad also about them getting Dungeon 3, and not the first thing is fucking Minotaur, and that's still on the board.
I knew Minotaur.
That's because Minotaurs aren't in dungeons. They're in the forest with the werewolves.
The Minotaurs are in mazes.
I mean,
spell.
They did throw people into the Minotaur maze, but that's not exactly a dungeon.
So spell was spell scroll, easy.
Yeah, we got
this
that.
one, the second was a stretch, and I was hoping Zab would really get it, but he didn't. I know Zab was like, I know Trace wants me to get something, but so many times have we had a spell that is a fog.
No, man, thank you for 70.
Of just randomly coming into many things. That a fog
Tony,
is
thank
like
you
by
for
default
82
the most done spell, and he knows this. I don't know if he realizes it. That's when I went back with magic. Because you guys also talked about when Grace is actually a spell in D&D. And also, spells and magic usually have verbal components.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
hard
I will admit I got caught up on the fact that you did magic 3, and I was like, oh my god, there's.
Now,
And I was like, wait, no, we had talked about
how
stuff before.
how
So
I
I'm
don't
sure
get was
he's...
you guys went to mouse. I think it was for magician, like you guys were talking about
Yeah.
that. Which, by the say,
Mhm.
having rat and mouse being opposite ones, having
yeah.
water and fog being opposite ones. I had revolution, which thank the Lord they fucking guessed, because that I was going to do industrial to try to get fog and revolution and just hopefully get those two together. But thank the Lord they did that.
Actually, I had no clue how to get my last 3. So
But we had so
Pandora,
many that
he's
will...
really mad about winning. I know.
it's Trace.
Well, when I have me and Alone both like going, I don't know how the like both teams are just missing some ones, and then I have Flynn who's guessing them correctly, who I guess I'm just linked with.
Well,
I don't know,
excuse me, sir, but we did get a perfect score.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say them guessing 2 did help though.
Oh yeah, I know, but
We somehow managed to tie it up there, but and also got 2 of yours.
Dungeon. Nah.
Dungeon was just not good.
Okay, look, I am on a tea break right now, so
Yes.
Fair enough.
Oh boy, this is gonna suck.
mm-hmm.
Oh, it really sucks.
So,
I'm doing my mail ballot right now.
I'm not
If,
clicking this time. Somebody else can do it.
If proper nouns are
I'll
not
click.
allowed, why is Mona Lisa even a card?
That's another thing. I was gonna say Disney, but I'm like, Steamboat gets Fog and Mickey, which I'm so glad he got. That was really good. I'm glad.
So the 2 ideas are very similar. In that both of them are about like sort of twisting and playing around with the sort of core idea of like what makes a thing alive. How does life work? How could it work if you had things maybe a little bit different? Or if you had something that was very foreign to like the way we understand life on Earth. That I find like a interesting thing to kind of play around with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not first this time.
I've had those ideas in my head so long that I have like sort of perfect visual representations of the things. I can summon up the exact like original ideas I had way back when. In my mind's eye, they're still the same. I think I have heard of that, Dad.
It's 9:41 at night. I'm gonna go get a nice
Don't they make
drink.
that
I'll be
reference
back.
in Futurama? Isn't that God? I think I remember that. I haven't made any drawings. I think I've done a write-up or 2. Probably buried deep in a Google Drive where I have the initiative for 10 minutes and then I don't touch it for years. No, I think Undo Crew is... I think it ran its course,
Sick.
unfortunately.
That was me last week. Or last weekend.
Yeah, I would say Jeff in Half-Life Alyx scratches that itch somewhat.
What's the third one?
I'm
Nerves is
questioning
too
that one.
continuous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click stethoscope. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't like
I like
virus?
virus very much. I very much like virus. Sorry, I meant to. I thought I had clicked on it. My bad.
Okay. Why mug?
Like mug of soup, chicken
Mm.
noodle soup.
We call them bowls here.
We eat our soup in bowls.
It's like lemonade.
Yeah.
That was Sprite on that last one, or the first one.
Got myself a Haagen-Dazs.
Zoom tight.
You never had one.
Baz
then.
is here.
Louder. All right,
Baz
Mike's
is here.
eating it now, isn't it?
I think in terms of being fleshed out, the
Maybe they're
point and click
sick 'cause
horror
they're
thing is
blind.
probably the one that I could actually execute on. I have
Is
more going on
blindness a sickness?
in terms of ideas with that
In D&D.
Wow.
than anything else.
No, that's a spell.
Don't you get me started now.
Level 3. I don't feel very strongly.
I mean,
Like
to some
nerve,
people.
maybe. Why Anthem?
That's it to some people. Makes them
Like, I'm
sick.
sick, so I fell down.
Oh, did I not come
I
through
mean,
all
we
of
could
it?
always skip.
I didn't really
give it
say
a lead.
anything of.
Yeah, give it
of
the
substance.
lead.
I was saying that the
I'm good with
horror
that.
point and click thing is probably
Yeah.
the thing I could most
right.
execute on because those are the ideas I have the most fleshed out. My bad. I think I would really enjoy if I were able to get the ball rolling on something like that. I would enjoy building out the world of that, you know. I have heard of Ludum Dare. I don't really recall. It's a game jam, right? I don't really recall the. Oh, it's a competition. Well, in terms of my capabilities, it would be more achievable for me if I went with like 2D painted stuff. Because I haven't done 3D modeling in years and years. Much longer road to make that happen. But it could be significantly cooler if it
Right in
were
the trunk.
3D. I think Jockey's good enough for a click.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Anything else you can ride?
Maybe. Stream.
You could
Like
ride
a
it.
waddle?
Like
a
this
water
one.
stream?
You
Water
could ride a
stream.
water stream. You
River.
could ride a jet stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Think anything on the right or the middle or the second to the right. The only other thing I'm thinking of maybe map ball map because you need it to plan a trip, ride trip or something like that. And a ride, I'm thinking amusement park, and there's like rides that literally just vertical drop. That's just
Yeah.
my strongest one though is still
I
stream.
do think stream is the next best one. I mean,
Rideable.
I personally don't like map.
Only because it's journey related.
Yeah.
I feel like
Chicken tonight.
I feel like stream is a bit weird because when I think of a stream, I think of like
A live stream on Twitch.
well, no, but streams are generally smaller than like rivers by quite a bit. I think of like a really small amount of water, which you wouldn't really ride on, but that's just me.
That's because you're thinking of water, not air.
Oh, you did say jet stream, didn't you?
I'm afraid so.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to.
I think
Talk
that's
to
what
my
also
lawyer.
helped me was like jet stream. Like yes, you can ride the stream like in a jet, in any plane.
Nothing remaining here feels very strong.
No.
That too. It's like everything else is like.
Well, if you've narrowed it down, I don't see a need to rush it. I think we have our
We
options.
could skip it. Just keep streaming mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna end it then.
Yeah, Dev, you made basically that, didn't you? I seem to remember something, kind of a dungeon, the skeleton guy. And it was a 3D background with a sprite character. Yeah, I think Unity honestly makes that stuff kind of a no-brainer, right? You can easily have a 3D environment, lock the camera, and then slap a sprite in there. You can do that in an afternoon. Making it look beautiful, like something like Octopath Traveler, is all the work is in asset creation.
Judicial. Corruption.
Judicial.
No, Inscription is fully 3D. It's weird, but it's not. I wouldn't call it 2.5D. Just has a crazy aesthetic.
Suit's pretty good. Is there better things here? Judicial. What's he trying to avoid, or is that just the only way he could?
I know there was
Try to
some
tie them up
recent
together.
controversy with I don't know what the guys, was it the creator of Unity who said that if
You think it's Suit?
does
look good.
basically if you're not
strongest
making your
about Suit.
game, your mobile game to
Compared to the other two that you guys
monetize
have
as hard as
selected, which-
possible, you're
You
a
guys
fucking
just
idiot.
me.
I think is what he said. It's essentially along those lines.
Oh, I had put one on University.
Oh, did you?
I thought I had. I guess I missed. What about Blind?
Yeah, that was the thing that I was just looking at then.
Honestly, I feel the strongest probably about Blind than University.
Yeah, because isn't the what's
I
your face have
don't-
their eyes
I
covered?
don't know what
can't
that
remember
is.
The
Yeah,
name of
Justice is Blind.
Yeah.
All right, we did it. Do we have any strong feelings about Sick?
Why would they delete that? That's weird.
And do you think any of these were sick? Was it Blind? Was it Blind to sickness? Lawyers are kind of sick.
They've had a crazy
That's
first couple of
fair.
moves.
Lawyers are kind of sick. No, I don't really think of anything else there.
I say
We may
pass.
get stumped. We won the first
All right.
two, so didn't we?
Go pee.
No, we didn't. Never mind. We lost the first one. We won the second one. I'm not familiar with that food.
Color.
Is coffee considered a color? Coffee stain
I
color?
mean, yes, but pepper also would then be. I'm thinking fall because all the trees change color in the fall.
Yeah.
I would go with I was gonna think pepper too, but I'm gonna ask you
I would
this:
say
what
pepper.
color
Very, very much
do you think
no.
of pepper? Yeah.
Pepper.
What color do you think with pepper?
Pepper would be a no for me, dog. But it would be like a brownish black, right?
What about that time that they colored the Mona Lisa?
The Mona
Wait,
Lisa
Violet
is
is an
Alright.
actual color.
Are you
Yeah.
are you
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
clicking
the
violet.
Are you talking about the act of Da Vinci painting it?
He colored it.
Remember that time they colored the Mona Lisa?
Gotta get
It's
those
gotta
special
be-
crayons.
Well, we gotta go ink as well, right? Like it's
Yeah.
Colored ink. Yeah.
Our choices here are like completely on point, so we can't be ashamed of any of them. Except for coffee and pepper.
You watch colors.
What about Mona Lisa?
I feel like it's fall because the trees change color in the fall.
Yeah,
When
no,
I think of
that's
fall,
strong.
I think of a lot of color.
I'm okay with it. I don't really like it, but
I mean, not everyone likes the different seasons. Like, I hate summertime.
just...
It's fine, Trey.
Okay, well, growing up in Florida, you don't have much of a seasonal change. It's just variations of heat. So I haven't really got to see the trees change that much.
I think it
I
might
mean,
be
I
fall
get
and stream.
I'm okay
Stream
with
for
fall. I'm just not.
writing. Or whatever it was, ride.
Right.
I mean, a fall is kind of like a ride to the ground.
I mean, I'm okay with.
I'm
fall
not
if
clicking
you guys-
anything.
If you
so-
both, if everyone likes it, Abe Co has it. Abe, what do you think about fall?
If we're thinking correctly, for ride as in a music part, and fall for the season.
I was thinking
Well,
fall.
it doesn't
more for the
have to
color-
necessarily tie into
Yeah,
ride.
I was thinking more of it for the color more than the ride aspect of it.
Okay, then. I'll go with fall.
Also, though it also could have been the thing of Zab may want to pull this Olio, but also blind was on the board, so he couldn't really do color blind.
Right.
It's just a possibility. He could have been wanting to pull this much Olio.
Well,
I'm
you're
good
the
with fall.
clicker, Abe.
Okay. Yep,
No?
wasn't fall.
Got fall.
Neutral, though.
In before Pebble.
But what was just the thing for me? You said that, but then you never sent anything or said what it was. Gotcha. No, it's okay. You could send it to me on like Discord or something. I can check it out when I'm not streaming. Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe I should attempt the point and click thing. Because those are pretty achievable. And I could get my idea out. And there's a lot of little things like that that I enjoy. Just thinking back. Like what's that fucking thing? I really liked My uncle works at Nintendo. Is that what it's called?
Is this the dungeon all over again?
Yeah. Maybe Mug was for sick. Like mugshot
Anybody remember that one?
for jail.
I guess not.
I didn't think about it until you said that.
I don't know where to go with the second one though.
No, I don't either.
Drunk is a jail. You kidnap someone.
We good with Mug?
Yeah.
Watch, maybe?
Maybe.
Like, you're being... I think there's a show called Judicial Watch, too, for what it's worth.
Prime Watch.
So it's possible Watch was for Judicial and not one of the other ones we chose. We just got lucky.
Blind? Yeah.
I don't know. That's the best thing I got for jail is Watch. What do you think, Lone?
I mean, it's 2 out of 3, so I would go ahead.
Let's see. Yeah, we did it. All right. Goodbye.
You guys don't like trunk?
Is that your jail? You're get in the trunk.
That's his personal jail.
Yeah.
Just throw him in the trunk.
I think you must have been right about Mug though. Early on.
Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
I don't remember what the hell that one was that took place in a mine. Oh, it was Shiver. Found it. Yeah, that was a cool one. I like that one.
Small.
No.
Small.
I might just like it because it looks like it's something that would be
frog,
within my
small.
capabilities to actually do.
Some peppers are really hot. No, I mean, like these small peppers that are
You think,
hot.
yeah, small peppers usually think of hot.
Nose are small.
Yeah.
Why are we thinking of hot? What does hot have to do with anything?
So some of the world's hottest peppers are really small.
Yeah.
That's great. But
That's
All
great.
right, okay, Spy, go ahead.
Thumbs
No. Please, Spy, lead on. I can't. I know. Just lead on, Spy.
no, I'm just saying, like that's great, but like that would be really great if one of the clues before was hot and we didn't pick pepper for some reason.
I'm just going off of small.
Yeah, one of the
Spy,
clues
small.
right now is small.
Small. You know, what do you think? The Himalayas are small, Spy? Like, we have to go something small, and that is an object that can be small when everything else is pretty big. Like coffee beans.
So, I feel like it's. Yeah, I'm worried
Uh-huh.
because
Just-
I think
Okay.
that the 4 that we have all voted on are the ones, except for these 2. It's one of these 2 that remains.
Yeah,
Either
for
ride
color-
or color.
All right, yeah.
For color, I feel like it's probably Mona Lisa.
Yeah, but ride? Oh no. Because I mean
Okay.
maybe.
Frog?
Let's think small first. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
click
sure.
these four.
Yeah.
These are the 4 small things.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a frog
Everything else
first.
is literally big.
Okay. Let's go with
I
coffee.
think coffee could be
my bad,
colored.
robot.
Weirdly
Oh
colored.
no!
Oh, good. Well,
Oh, crap.
what else is small?
Peppers that are hot.
I really hope it is. I really hope it is.
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
I have an opinion, but I don't want to share it until after this round.
I mean, if it's not coffee, we still had 2 more to pick, and I'm pretty sure then I know what they are.
Oh.
It was.
Peppers are hot.
No, fucking. I'll end all of you.
Whoa.
No, I just had another thought about something I had said in a previous round. That ties into the clue we got last.
I have to do with spells.
Oh.
I'll explain it when we lose.
I don't know. It must not be too easy.
Whoa. Have faith.
Shit.
Coy's got to get it this round, or we are done there. I would think.
We have 4 left. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, apparently coffee ain't small.
Well,
He
it
didn't
doesn't
say
say
it's
coffee bean.
I
but
don't.
I was
blame
also
that.
strong with coffee
I think-
because of color.
Everything I can think of with coffee would be small. From the bean onward.
I don't.
I think that was just trying to go as wide as he could.
Yeah. I know. I'm not criticizing Zab. I'm defending coffee.
We'll
Let's see.
always defend coffee. Coffee is life.
No.
Coffee, but it has to be cold. Can't take hot coffee.
I am a coffee freak.
I'm drinking a hot coffee right now.
What time is it over there?
Quite cold at the moment, actually,
I said what
which is
time?
surprising for Queensland.
Well,
What time is it?
even think time of year.
Chili.
1
Chili
p.m.
time.
1
Okay.
p.m. 1 p.m.
Would be. Oh, okay.
Small chilies are hot.
What time though?
Time for small chili. If we get another turn, y'all are gonna have to hear me out for a second.
Okay.
Ah, you really are done, huh? Okay.
It always sounded done when we played code names.
I really think Spider's looking
no!
up peppers that are small.
No! I'm not. I know that tiny peppers are hot, okay? I understand this. But the way that it wasn't necessarily the fact that you were bringing it up for small. It was that the reasoning you were bringing it up for small was because they were like, oh yeah, because hot was essentially what I heard in my brain. And I was like, yeah, that's great that tiny peppers are hot.
I think you just mishold for in great detail.
It's just the only way you can get there from pepper. You have to go pepper, hot, small.
It could have been just fine going, oh yeah, there's a lot of small peppers. Yeah, okay.
Well, no,
But it's
no,
the fact
but
that you
hot is
specifically...
hot ones is what makes them notable at all. Because you could say, well,
Well, you can say yes, peppers can be small, but like it is known that there are extremely hot ones that are all small and that is notable.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what makes it notable.
yes.
I'm gonna find the biggest fucking hot pepper I can.
You won't find one because they're all small.
I mean, Hot Ones is a pretty big show, right? Why did he do this?
Oh. I think I know why he did this.
That's
well,
good.
fuck, dude.
No, I don't want to know the hottest pepper.
I hope it's minuscule.
So are we done here?
I don't want to click anything else.
I
You
hate
know-
you, Koi.
Your sub keeps in the sub box.
Famously, ghosts are small.
You know, I want to see how this plays out.
All right. So it's.
Well, hold on till we get.
Hold
the
on.
clue.
Hold
Let
on,
the
we can get
thing give
another
a clue.
clue.
Oh,
Where you
yeah. I don't know
start
why.
talking.
I don't know why our turn. I thought our turn started. My bad. Just because I saw the screen change. That was basically going at a red light because somebody turned.
Okay, well that doesn't tell me how large it actually is. God damn it. Well, I'm like, what is the largest hot
Geck,
pepper in the
thank you for the
world?
raid.
And all I got
Self-defense.
was the heaviest chili pepper weighed 460 grams, which I'm like, cool, but how big is that compared to other things?
You need a pepper
Tomorrow's
per scale.
460 grams isn't big.
Spy is gonna go to the store, buy some pepper seeds, and actually grow some peppers to compare sizes now.
No, my fucking god damn it, degree is in plant biology, so I'm going to now make a gigantic pepper that is extremely hot. That is my new goal.
I can't.
We're gonna make a
can't wait-
new type of pepper.
I can't wait for like 5 years down the road. I'm gonna get a fucking package in the mail and it's a giant pepper.
To
I
Trace
think you
from
can't.
Spy.
I think you would be a it would be a wasted endeavor. So I think the whole rationale is.
Here we go.
I think
Hold on.
I think the rationale is that the reason the smallest ones are the hottest is because there's a trade-off between like the amount of flesh versus
Yeah,
the
that's
amount
entirely
of
fair.
Capsaicin.
capsaicin. I can never fucking say that shit.
Whatever it is. Anyway,
The shit
here,
that
I
your
found a
ass
picture
can taste.
of the world's largest chili pepper.
And counterpoint.
It's
I'd like to
still
show
not
you-
bigger
this
than
is
anything else on
jerking off
this
that
list.
pepper.
So I like to show you these and how small. Also, how
It doesn't really show how small
doesn't-
they are,
yeah.
though.
I mean,
It's not compared
There's
to
no
anything
banana. There's
except
no
each
banana
other.
for comparison. There's no banana for comparison.
I like how every like super spicy pepper it just knows it's super spicy and it just fucking shrivels in on itself.
This is all I live for. Yeah, ghost peppers look like they're dead. I mean,
Natural.
obviously.
Oh.
Okay, let's hear you out,
Flat
Co.
bread.
All right.
All.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they are
It's
and
Forco.
or not shrunk. We already got frog, right?
I agree with him.
And because Spy went on this fucking TED Talk tirade for like half an hour about how small streams are.
Yeah,
I think
okay,
that's the
that
thing
was
we
what I was
forgot.
going to bring up. I was like, I talked about how streams were smaller than rivers.
That was it. You heard me out.
Yeah,
so
cool. We're on the
I
same
would be
wavelength,
down
I'm
for that
glad.
until he went to natural.
Yeah,
And then
which now
somehow
sweeps in all
Alaska-
of these things that are absolutely the not smallest things on the board.
So the reason why I think Koi went 1 is because I think his last one is either Alaska Avalanche or the Himalayas, and one of them is also a bomb. So I think that's why he went 1.
Oh.
Because I don't think he can say cold or anything on there that is not super specific to one of them, with the other one being a bomb. So I think the 3 of those are not all clues based upon that.
I mean, I think
And I
they're
feel
not
like
our clues because
Pebble-
none of them are small.
Pebble, Stream, and Nova are all natural as well.
All
and then
natural.
Mona Lisa for color.
Yeah.
I think that is a good bet.
Yeah.
Slap
I think
him.
it's
Slap
safe
him.
to do it.
Slap
not
him.
to play
Do
those
it.
3.
What the fuck?
No,
It wasn't Pepper.
I'm pretty sure Mona Lisa was color and small. Y'all made fun
It's
of
not
me.
small.
Why would it be
It's
small?
got a small smile.
Mona Lisa is small. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, the painting is actually
Tiny
quite small
fucking
now that
small.
Sorry, what was your
Yeah,
retaliation
but
against
Because of a
Trash?
postcard.
It's not notably small for its hotness.
It's noticeably small for other famous paintings.
But 2 feet by 2 feet 6 inches by 1 foot 9 inches. It's not that small.
It is pretty small. When you're in the Louvre and you're up against everything else, like it's tiny.
It is notably
Oh,
a
Trunk
lot
was
smaller.
the
Himalayas.
This is a thing.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck to do with Himalayas, Nerve, and Stream.
Well,
Definitely not small.
What you shouldn't have, what you should
Green was
not have
small.
done was to lay out a series of words that basically, when you put them together, are not the Himalayas. Specifically, the opposite of the Himalayas.
I did
Well,
4 other
I
words, not
feel
Himalayas.
justified at the very end.
I'm sorry,
It was-
Zab.
Yeah, you had the
I
prolonged
agreed
game,
with
but,
Go.
Can't believe that set me up.
It was for small. It was Frog, Mona Lisa, Stream, and Nerve.
Was Mona Lisa also for color?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Well, we got really fucked
know,
by
it
coffee and
Joe
pepper.
made so much fun of me for that. And I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
natural
oh, no, dude's
clue.
getting it.
That natural clue just didn't hit my head when it should have because, like,
Yeah, I didn't know what to do at the end. I was like, well, we're just gonna lose, so it doesn't matter.
I sat there for so long trying to think of a word that made map and avalanche tie together. Could not figure it
in
out.
Alaska and Himalayas.
Also, yeah, I will say, granted, we didn't really think trunk later, but trunk is a very natural thing. Tree trunk.
This is why I said judicial and jail was to avoid trunk, and I didn't say crime.
Oh, like storing a body in a trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough board for both teams.
Reset.
Glad that's over.
I'm glad.
Oh,
that-
Time to
Okay.
piss off Co.
I'm going into my mind palace. All right.
Gee,
blue.
good luck, sir.
Good luck to both teams.
And I'm glad
Mostly the
someone
team, though.
in this call knew that the Mona Lisa was a
my
lot
God.
smaller. Than
We have
people thought.
mammoth.
It's
and
still not that
elephant
small,
on
though.
top of
Once
16.
seen it in real life.
dude
It is
said
small.
that, I was like,
But, like,
oh, yeah.
All
that
the
makes
things on the
sense.
board that are small.
Yeah, but it's like
It's smaller.
in terms
than
of like
people
paintings,
think.
like that was
Yeah.
the first
This-
thing I
yeah.
noticed when I saw the Mona Lisa. I was like, oh shit, I expected it to
Yeah.
be bigger.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry, I can't fly out to France.
Two foot 6 by 1 foot 9. Is that small?
Right,
1
just
foot
said.
wide. That's small compared to every other painting in that building. That's really.
No, I,
small.
know, I wasn't saying that small as in
Maybe the other paintings are just
disagreement. I was in
huge.
disbelief as well.
Yeah, which makes you think that the Mona Lisa should be huge because it's surrounded by all the other huge paintings, but it's not. It's really small. This is like a known thing.
I'm just laughing at the fact that the one word we never even fucking touched on was Himalayas because of small. It's like, there's no way it could
yeah,
be the
I didn't have a
Himalayas.
clue for that when Alaska and Avalanche were there.
Well, I've got 3 2s.
I could have, well, you know, no. Not like that would link to anything else, but by itself, obviously, there's.
I've got 3 2s. Conical. Mystery. That one's dangerous, though. Nah, that one doesn't work. Investigation. Maybe. Blade. 2 for Switch and Razor. Investigation for Sherlock and Death. Homicide, actually. Man, those are tough because they easily touch into plot. Or file. I'm not so worried about that. Not really seeing great connections for elephant, Brazil, and popcorn here. Be nice if I could get them out of here. Elephant's going to be a nightmare because of mammoth.
Can someone please pass the bug bottle?
You. Ugh.
Knowing that people make food from bugs, that might actually be a thing.
Yeah, anytime I see anyone trying to push the agenda to eat more bugs,
That's not a bad
I
thing.
think they're crazy.
No, that's not a bad thing. Bugs have a
It
lot
is
of
a bad
protein.
thing. But they're
Yeah.
bugs.
But they're
Really?
bugs.
I mean,
You're not gonna eat a
eat a lot
raw
of bugs.
bug from like the tree and like be like throw it in your mouth and then get like some brain disorder. You're gonna cook it. You're gonna prep it. People don't just go out in the wild and eat bugs.
Or you could eat
you-
real food.
Can you like
It's all
please
real.
Well,
make me a full
like,
course bug dinner?
I think the argument for like long-term sustainability, like things like crickets are so easy to like mass produce, right? And so like if you mix just a little bit of like cricket powder in with like pancake mix or something, you won't even know it's there, and it adds a bunch of protein. I'm not doing this. I'm not out here. I mean, I eat crickets a lot because of the fucking marathons, but I'm not mixing cricket powder into my pancakes. But I'm just saying the logic behind like in smoothies, pancakes, all that stuff. It's something that you can easily use to add protein to things and it not actually taste the crickets. That's all.
I mean, it's fine, but I will never willingly choose to eat crickets in any form.
Wait till Vegas.
I mean, it's fine if you want to do it and stuff, but
Okay,
I
what
would
about-
absolutely not be.
What
pushing
about if they
on it.
prep the bug? Like, if anyone who's known or has been a kid has been tricked by their parents into like taking either medicine or something tiny, they hide it in their food. If they do something with like the bug like that, again, they prepped the bug and they prepped the food correctly. Would
It would have
that
to-
really be that big of a difference? Like, you
It would
wouldn't
have
know
to be
there's a
fucking
bug.
trigger- Yeah, it'd have to be like a powder. But even then, if someone would go like, "Oh yeah, you just ate bug," I'd be like, "Okay, goodbye." I would leave.
You should try
Gotta
some.
get out of your
Like they
comfort
sell
zone
cricket
there,
powder
Trace.
on Amazon. Get you some and like mix it in with something. You'll never even know it's there.
I'm already a picky eater, so yeah, no, I'm good. Those
I'm
things
gonna
are.
try it. I don't even eat steak.
I like how I'm talking.
Wasn't that
one
more like a
quick
health
search to find that
decision, Lon?
recipe.
No. I absolutely do not like steak. Not a healthy
I mean,
decision.
I also
like
have
You could also do
that
spot my red
expired.
meats as well.
Feels
I
weird.
basically
You
eat
could do
just
expired.
chicken if I can.
Might hit butter, but I think it would hit death and
What about tuna?
popcorn
I don't like fish.
and get me away from
Oh, I
plot.
like crab. Realistically, everything else.
I used to, but I got an allergy. It sucks.
Plot's really
I
fucking
remember
hard,
wanting to
'cause it
eat
just
actually
it's so it's like
shellfish once.
story. It's like
Actually had
a
a
plot
craving
of
for it, but
like a grave
The
plot.
bad thing about crab is like if you go to like a place that like,
Like,
steams
it's
the crab, you have to like shuck
Absolutely, our
it, and
fucking
that is
death
a
word.
lot of work for like not that much meat. So I always like to have crab cakes if I can. The ideal crab solving method, in my opinion.
Which is typically made with imitation crab.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I only get it in places I know where they actually have real crab cakes. Granted, since moving from Florida, there's not a lot of places that are just seafood anymore.
I remember when I discovered my allergy, I actually went to a red lobster. Well, not discovered. I had like a confirmation.
God, it
because my
touches
parents were
on
like,
all,
you do, like,
like,
because
it
I used to
kills
eat shellfish
so
all
many
the time
words.
when I was young. And
Like I was kind of messing
they
with
stopped
like
when I came to
dig.
America and
No,
basically
Plot.
didn't like eating it because I grew picky on what I wanted to eat. But then we went to Red Lobster once, and I was gonna try actually eating some like shellfish or something on pizza.
Bored.
I think they had, and that's when I discovered, wow, I'm actually allergic to this. Why?
a boring plot.
And then my excuse, not my excuse, my pickiness became an actual good excuse.
The only thing that Red
I'm
Lobster
trying
was
to
ever
like
good for was
figure out some
biscuits.
bigger connections
That's
here
just, like,
than what I've got.
biscuits.
But
It's not like anything meaningful.
it's really, really, really rough. I think anything that's too death focused is extremely likely to hit plot. Fuck, man. I might have to try to nuke it right out the gate.
Obviously,
With a
this
zero.
board is a problem.
Yep.
I think almost every board tonight's been a problem.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
Me and Good were
I mean, they're gonna
going
hate
good
that.
back and forth for a moment until the very end when things got complicated.
I mean, it's hard to even
That was
hard to
actually, I
even
think, one of my best boards.
get rid of it.
in a while.
You know, like, they might think I mean death, or they might think I mean Sherlock. Maybe script? Is that on target enough? Script 0? I'm really having trouble determining how to get away from this problem.
Okay. I'm halfway done with my ballot.
I can't just do story, because that's all Sherlock is. Maybe canon? Writer? Nothing feels great. Fuck. Well, gotta shit or get off the pot, I guess. Script seems the most distant from everything else. Like, Sherlock isn't necessarily like a movie. You think of plot with a movie more, I think, even though a plot is really more just, it's a writing thing, but you think of it in association with movies, scripts. There are Sherlock films, of course, but it's literature more than film. I don't fucking know, man. This is hard as hell.
Huh.
Rib.
Okay. So
What does 0 mean in this context? Everything.
0 means stay away.
yeah,
Oh,
essentially.
stay away.
This will be interesting.
So I guess
Tornado.
what?
Nothing.
I guess, is he trying to just steer us away from the bomb word?
I
Or-
believe so. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
This early.
It's also good just being asked for a restart of the board. Just make a new board, please.
You want me to click
Yeah,
plot?
No!
Yeah, just end the game right now.
Do it, Abe.
Do it.
You guys have this power. I do not.
So you
Withhold.
do as well.
Okay. Well,
I think we simply just hit the
out of
end
all
button
the
and
words
just let
on
this
here,
continue.
the only ones that I can see that have anything to do with the script, potentially, are plot and pilot as in like a pilot episode. So I'm guessing just don't ever click those ever.
I would say it's more just plot, but it's just
Well,
it's just hit the end tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Bye.
we can't really do anything. Oh.
We basically just rejected the student's essay draft, and we told them, no, you actually have to write something.
Well, we'll see if that
God, I hated writing essays.
works out or not.
Not because they were hard, but because I had no idea what the fuck to do sometimes.
Oh god, fucking writing scientific papers is the fucking worst.
Those are actually easy.
Like a lab report? I know, but I hate it so much because like
feeling like
every
that.
class
Yeah.
that I ever took,
I've
like
been having,
depending upon what subject you were
a bit of
taking, you
a
had to write your
return of the
lab
stomach
reports
issue.
in like 5 different ways, and it was just so fucking annoying.
Like, all of that got easier for no useful time when I actually got into college. For some reason, it just like cleared up. Oh wait, this is what they want me to do. There's no, like, for some reason in my mind, an essay, a report, whatever, is like you're trying to freaking encrypt your answer in some sort of professional word play or whatever. When, like, no, just get straight to the point. The professor has like 300 of these to read. Just get to the point and make their life easier. It's not until you get specialized and actually have a one-on-one more so with your professor that you can be all like, oh wait, I know what you're talking about. I know this too. And then they get interested in you. And then you get a job. And then you cry. None of it was worth it.
Quarter. Quarter time.
Hmm.
I mean, flute.
Oh.
3 is a big ass.
Tornado's music.
Yeah, maybe it'll go alright.
Tornado siren.
Tube?
Yeah.
Like,
you're an
Blue
instrument. You're a tube.
Oh, I guess my mind is going towards like fucking musicals.
Brass section.
yeah, like the brass section. There's like,
Actually, they don't. They free categorize instrument. They're called like. Oh no, what's the word? What's the word? I couldn't remember.
well, flute for sure, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
no question about flute. Wedding, it makes the most next sense to me.
I guess.
Ow, buddy. Ouch.
What about street music?
Yeah, and there's also musicals that take place on streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurt, bud. That hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, look what you did.
What do you
That's
like better,
sad.
street or wedding?
Aerophones. That's what
Street.
they're called.
He like
Just think street's better.
he tried to navigate around on my legs and
Yeah.
failed and
Brass is an aerophone.
scratched my leg real bad.
I'm not a fan of tube
It's
at
okay,
all.
bud. Go on.
Okay.
Being a brass player, I'm not a fan of it either. And I played the tuba and a trombone, so
You like wedding? Well,
yeah. But musical, I mean, that's music,
No, it's
but
just
not musical.
Really, really red.
I mean,
Not
is there
bleeding,
any Germany musical Why is my brain hacking out?
I mean, musical. I mean, you can put death in it. I mean, there's a lot of.
You need something?
Hold on.
Quarter. That's not like timing in musicals. It's quarter. I'm not a music player. That's not a thing, though, right?
You can talk about clues.
Given our lead
with chat.
It is
but
69,
on my
so.
turn, I don't read.
Nice.
I don't read suggestions. I try to play on my own. Oh, he gave me really like 2 big scratches.
Just checkmated us with the 69. We can never pick again.
Like that, and then.
I mean,
Co's
you could do 0
non-clue
again.
doesn't necessarily mean it was the bomb either. It might just be something that
It might have just been him.
He wants to stay his team away from.
Do you want to end here?
Do they serve popcorn at musicals?
I mean, yeah, technically. At least the ones I've been to.
Mhm.
It's like intermission, you get popcorn, that sort of thing.
I mean,
Okay,
musicals
so-
have plots, so if you want to click it, go ahead.
True.
It'd be weird if he told both teams what the bomb word was, but maybe.
This is super
I was
playing into my
thinking
favor.
maybe Germany because of
I've screwed them all up.
what's it called? The Sound of Music, maybe.
Why are you looking
But I
at me
can't
like
remember
that,
where.
bud?
I can't remember where it takes place.
Actually, I
just
think
know-
Wasn't
was it
that
like Austria?
Switzerland or
Maybe dinner
something?
time
Yeah,
soon.
It's
it
in
was like
Austria. I couldn't remember if it's Austria or Germany.
Yeah,
So
I think it's
It's
cute.
Austria.
where it physically takes place.
You're so cute.
I think
buddy.
we'd better off ending guessing than
Mhm.
Germany wedding or tube, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Musical wedding. God, that would actually be kind of hard. Shit, I still remember when I had to freaking dance for my sister's 15th birthday. And I have never done any of that. Ever.
Ken
Even
T
since
had
then. Yes.
You know, I've worked security for one of those, and watching the family get in a fight was pretty funny.
You just let them fight and not.
Well, I mean,
No, we pushed them outside. If it was outside, it was
it's
not
all
our
green.
deal.
Free reign.
Good. Did you help them put on gloves too?
I think I'm gonna go back to my original clue plan. Yeah. It sucks, but I'm just. Not making bigger connections here.
Sherlock.
Homicide, yeah.
Eh,
And death.
No.
okay.
That's
Strongest word.
Sense.
Strongest
it's
word. Death. No
pretty-
objections.
Pretty up there.
No objections. Now, think about it a little bit. Nothing really.
Sherlock Holmes solves murders.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing
Does it
really
have
else
any
comes to mind.
connection
And
to script?
excuse me.
I accidentally
Like a
glanced
quick
at
way to
chat.
get to Sherlock
I
Holmes.
mean,
The reason I didn't
we can go very
say
dark
or
and
didn't
say
try to
that
sweep
one in the top
Razor
left corner.
in
Oh, God.
is because I want to include Switch
Clicking Sherlock. Yeah, okay, he clicked
Yeah.
Sherlock.
Blade
There we go. Bye.
because I don't see any other connections between any of the words in Switch except for Switchblade and a Razor Blade. So get Switch out of here. But I don't know what to do with Elephant in Brazil.
Yay.
Well, I guess we don't guess anything here.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
we
mean-
got
I mean,
Do you have any
third one for musical, so
musical? Yeah.
Yeah, I still feel more strongly about tube than wedding myself.
Yeah.
So I think we're at the same spot we were in. I'm gonna click end.
Yep.
Cool.
Or just Kota's chess move 3 steps ahead made Blake waste his turn.
I mean, the same amount of turns have been wasted, basically. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
We got more information out of it.
Did you?
Did we?
Yes, we were avoiding 2 possible words.
Huh?
But now they are.
Blade.
Razor.
Razor blade.
And a switchblade.
Oh, switchblade. Yes, I like.
I don't
Anything else?
think anything else is a blade.
Not really.
Is it drill? Yeah, but for
No.
Drills are not blades. Get out of
Those
here.
are not blades.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Depends on the type of
No,
drill.
it doesn't.
No.
It does.
No, it does not.
No, it's not a drill anymore.
Drill blades are used for like tunneling. Then I put the it's that
It's not a drill
worm-looking
blade. It's a bit. Has anyone ever?
The silence.
What?
I
Has
have
anyone...
music running.
I've never held a drill blade ever.
Yeah, no, it's not a thing.
They have in those tunnelers blades at the edge, which they use to break rock. They have to replace those because they'll wear out because they have to break through hard rock.
You're talking about like the
I wouldn't-
giant drills. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe.
Oh no,
it
they
as a
make drill
blade.
blades for like rotary drills too. It's like the blade. It's like it looks like the same blade you would use in like a skill saw or whatever.
Yeah, I looked it up and I was like saw, but that's like such a stretch.
Yeah, when Switch and Razor are on there.
Yeah,
Ooh, this is rough.
He's not.
I
I think
was only
Blake has
thinking.
it worse than me
I really
now.
thought drill would be at least on
Mammoth.
par with Switch. Thought it would be stronger.
Why
No.
do you hung up on wedding?
Postage.
Oh, because you could make
I think
a
he's-
wedding
I
invite.
think he's thinking tube. Because you can ship things in a tube.
Is this a proposition for someone?
I was just saying because we've been talking about wedding,
Like
and I can't
posters and
see anything else that fits in with postage except for like maybe a wedding invite, and he's trying to direct this back
Bud.
that way.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
We should know about the postage, mammoth.
I mean,
You
stamps
can
come on
also
a roll.
send postage
a
to
roll of
Germany
stamps,
and
right?
Brazil.
Do they in Australia?
I don't know. But here, it's called a roll of stamps.
Hmm.
I've never heard it called a roll of stamps.
Really?
Well,
I've heard it called
we're
a
older.
stack of stamps.
I have. It could well mean that.
A stack of stamps.
Not a roll.
We're not talking about email.
Do you buy your stamps individually in stacks? Like they
Spy,
actually
what are you
stack
doing?
them?
Yeah.
One big towel.
I was just
Okay.
curious what Google would do. I typed in roll of, and the first thing it suggests is stamps.
Oh, you're talking about it, so no.
Pen's
Next
dispenser
is
of stamps.
I can't believe dude is openly cheating.
It's on the board. Pay the
Oh.
quarter to get the stamp.
Yeah,
don't know.
stamps cost a quarter.
I'm just kidding, by the way. It was said.
I think they actually cost $1 now, but they used to cost a quarter.
What?
No,
like
they're
39
not-
cents or something like that. Or
Yeah. The last time I looked.
Are they? I
47.
could have sworn I saw like $1 on the.
I don't know.
last-
I don't even remember last time I bought stamps. So
Yeah, no,
I never have.
I don't mail things.
60 cents.
damn.
I don't like wedding, but if you want to go a wedding, then we can. I don't
Well,
know.
My only
Should I be
rationale
rolled
Call
is,
it postage in Australia.
my only guess is that because we were talking about wedding and he wants to direct us back towards wedding, because you can also
Don't
go
like
mailing
wedding.
a wedding invite.
Koi really wants to go to a wedding.
No,
You want me to click wedding, Koi?
no, I think we just.
He wants an invite, good.
We don't end. We have
No.
to click something. So
I think we need to end. 'Cause I don't feel like roll is. I don't know. I'm
This
not
is
comfortable with roll. You guys aren't comfortable with wedding, but I don't see
I mean, it's not
anything
like you
else.
got rickrolled.
Have you considered plot?
Yeah.
I might click plot just to end it all.
Balls.
I'm pretty sure they love getting rid of this board.
Thing is,
Corey,
it could
I
be
just-
pilot for script as well. Just saying.
I really like that I looked into fucking Discord and just see the almond butter with cricket powder on apples.
Perfect.
Oh.
Great snack.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is that if the zero script wasn't there, I'd do
Cricket
pilot.
almond butter. Oh.
You wouldn't taste the cricket at all. It's just it's a protein powder.
Yeah, but it also is just, I don't know. That's weird. I had a
gross.
friend actually who we went to the Minnesota State Fair, and the grandstand, which is basically just a giant venue type thing, usually has a whole bunch of like fun shops and stuff in it, and it's huge. And they had a whole stand that was literally just like cricket food products or like bug food products, and my friend was like, "Oh yeah, I'll totally try it." And I'm like, "Why?" Conical.
In the chat.
Drills are conical. Tubes are not conical. That is the opposite of a cone.
Explicitly not conical.
Okay, well, listen, depends, but yeah, but no.
Depends, but yeah, but no.
No.
Yeah.
Tornadoes
no
are
at the
also
end.
conical.
I would say, yeah,
Oh,
tornadoes
they
can be
are.
conical.
Yeah.
They're wider on one side and thinner on the other.
Well,
I like Joe more.
We're all in
Yeah.
agreement.
Depends, but yeah, but no.
We'll go with Joe first then.
Cool.
But I think tornado also is not a bad choice.
I mean,
that's
that's
a good choice.
okay. Germany,
I
no.
am not
Wedding,
thinking
no.
anything
Bug,
else.
No. Butter, no.
God.
I'm clicking tornado then.
Nothing else here.
I hope
Okay,
you
cool.
cause them coral.
I am gonna have
Trying
to
think
alcohol
of
that.
coral.
It's not like
A
openly
conical
bleeding,
quarter?
but
A conical quarter.
As you just
Imagine
stop
they
at the puddle.
Imagine a civilization that actually used a cone-shaped currency. They could easily stack as well.
Yeah, you just have
I'm gonna see if I have alcohol nearby.
Metal.
I might.
Like, this is both this much and this much.
that's how coins work.
Imagine if they made a
Yeah,
puzzle-like.
you just make one a cone.
Yeah, puzzle-like
Cone a
currency.
squill.
You could put the one coin inside a hole or some slot on the other coin, so you can always hold your money together.
Why can't we have cubes?
Currency.
That would be cool.
Yeah, why can't we just roll all money away?
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
We put it on the table and just slowly rolls away.
I'm sorry, Zeb. When you said cube, board came to my head just because of you.
Oh, I remember where it is. Sorry, I'll be right back again. Ouch.
My posture is terrible. Oops. Poor Blake. Having a rough time. Fruit.
Mud.
Fruit mud?
Mud pie.
Oh.
Bug
That
mud.
doesn't have fruit in it, though.
You think bug for like bugs getting in
That
fruit?
shit fucking
Fruit roll up? I still think
Yeah.
fruit. I still think postage was wrong.
Ooh.
Buttery
the
see
most
something.
like searing
Like
I've ever had
Brazil could be a thing because there's fruit grown
of
there.
like putting alcohol on a scratch.
Mangoes.
I don't know if it's because it's my thigh or because
I
they're
guess
just really
roll.
big scratches or what, but fucking hell.
I'm just looking at everything real quick.
Fruit flavored popcorn.
God damn.
It's,
It's all
probably
good. I'll live.
Tube of fruit.
Those are called Skittles.
But damn.
Tuba fruit?
Tube of fruit.
So now the next
So,
question
what
is,
about, I think roll was the other postage. I think it was stamp and roll.
Yeah.
I guess on musical we're torn between wedding and tube. Oh,
Oh.
Germany too, you think?
Maybe.
Why do y'all have things on bug still?
Hell yeah. Confusion.
I was wondering. that
Musical
too.
bugs.
Yeah, Bugs the musical.
Crickets.
Fruit. Mix them with your apples. So I guess we're done here and hope that they don't win next
Yeah.
round.
I actually was thinking of apple bottle.
All right. Ending.
Tie game. Time to make mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Left to go chase the cat. For the first time in history, came back, got the taco, and then ran off. He did not leave the toy in the back.
What a special guy. Never seen.
He has a flat brain.
Circus.
Anonymous. Thank you
Popcorn.
for that gift sub.
Elephant.
Yeah. Elephant on the ball.
Going with popcorn.
I'm glad elephant wasn't chosen,
Popcorn.
folks.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
All right, Abe,
It was
now
chosen
you-
second.
Elephant.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not,
now
not before the silkus
did
elephant.
we
No.
miss anything?
We've been given exactly 2 every single time except for script 0.
Cool. Okay, so we don't really
We end and
have...
we let them try to guess 3.
Don't have any idea what the last one is. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. No shots in the dark.
This is a tight game. I think that they could get it. For sure. Like, he could say trunk. That would hit Mammoth and Tube, and they've been already ranting about wedding, so he could just make it like infinite, and he's won. I had no way of connecting elephant, popcorn, in Brazil. I couldn't come up with fucking anything. I was trying to think of movies. But like elephants and Brazil are just far from each other. And popcorn just really doesn't, you know. Oh well. Jumanji, maybe. I mean, Bollywood is far from Brazil as well. I suppose you could get popcorn at a zoo, and you could have a zoo in Brazil, but you could have one just as well in Germany. So...
Wooly.
Well,
I wonder.
That was... I mean, they could still get it. They talked about wedding
Okay, so we're
and
back
tube.
to...
maybe it's wedding and tube. Maybe both of those are right.
Yeah. I said because we only missed.
There you go. There's how they're gonna get it.
Musical. Yeah, we only missed musical.
Yeah. And it's the only other words we've talked about extensively is wedding and tube.
We also have to worry about the fact that postage also could have still been wedding, and we just got roll on fruit.
Yeah.
And fruit could have been the tie-in because we were talking about roll.
Yeah. I guess. You want us to click wedding first? It doesn't matter. We have to guess
Yeah.
because they're gonna win next round otherwise. So, tube.
I mean, is there anything else? Because it'd have to be.
It's unlikely they're gonna second guess
It could
themselves
also-
out of this.
Postage could have been tube as well.
It could also have been pilot as well.
I don't think we should click pilot.
Yeah, because it's the script.
I feel strongest about tube. I'm gonna click it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh
Wow,
my
yep,
god,
Brazil.
that was so close. Okay, so-
extremely difficult board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So my three for musical were flute, street, and roll, as in drum roll. Postage was stamp, tube, and possibly roll as well. And then Koi just kept going to wedding and was like, well,
Koi really wanted wedding from every clue. Fruit wedding.
Done.
I mean, I really threw it away, basically.
Why do you say that?
The script, actually, he could have maybe gotten it.
Huh?
Like, you had an extra guess if you didn't just tell a script, but...
No, that was necessary and critical. That's not the mistake. What the fuck are you talking about?
What were you worried about with, like, Sherlock?
Death, Sherlock, popcorn, all these things that are like movie, scripts, writing related. Like, there was no way to get away from plot. Grave plot, digging, with drill, and like, there was just, plot was a nightmare. So the only way I could move was to get rid of plot. The fuck up is actually right at the end. If I had done Brazil first, because I knew I couldn't link it with anything, so I should have got rid of Brazil, which would have left Elephant in play, which would have locked Blake out from being able to use
Mammoth and Elephant being opposite teams is just like...
That was the fuck up. If I had done Brazil first, Blake wouldn't have had a move. Not one that could clinch it, and then that'd have been that, because we could have got the last 3 in 1.
I do think Wooly was a good one though. Even if Elephant was on the board, like Wooly Mammoth, and then because they were talking.
Yeah,
about
Wooly would have done it, but Blake didn't think about that until the end.
Not until the end, because Elephant. Yeah, and I think honestly it was really good from both to because no team really missed anything that much. Well, I mean, I guess they didn't guess one on postage, but no, neutral multiple guessed or anything. So it was a pretty good game.
Good job.
For me, it was fairly easy with the fact that not a lot of my words actually matched up with any of the blank words. So it was more just trying to avoid things that could tie into the death word and curse words, which we kind of got stuck on that elephant mammoth thing for a very, very long time there.
Yeah. It worked out in the end. Good games.
Hey, jeez.
Yeah,
Good
it's taking
games.
its right to time too.
Yeah.
Timed out well.
That's it. All right. Well, y'all have a good night. See you next week.
Yes.
Yep.
Have a good word.
Yes.
Have a good night. Yeah, it's all obviously arguable, but I just feel like I really felt like a lot of things connected back to plot, and I wasn't. It's not that I thought that any of these clues would necessarily lead directly back to it, but that sprawling, loose connection thing that happens with the team. I didn't go with something like narrative because of Sherlock. I was trying to hit plot as closely as possible. But yeah, I just felt like they could easily drift into like a loose connection kind of thing. And the worst thing of all was death. Everything I could think of with death could easily bring in plot. And I think homicide fits that too. It's just a very common plot element. So, and not only was it just that, but it had the double trouble of grave plot in my mind. That just was like, I have no choice. I've got to get this off the board. Well, right. If they were confused about it, I definitely could have steered them back for sure. So. Maybe M. Jevons. Maybe. I feel like getting to the Killer Clown from Circus would have probably been a little tough. I'm also always afraid of using the 0 because it breaks people. It just breaks people's brains. This is the best it's ever worked out, in my opinion. I also thought of a number of 3s, but they kept eliminating other things from combining. Like, I thought of, like, Twister for Tornado, Popcorn, and Death, right? But then I lose connecting Sherlock to anything. I could connect Sherlock maybe to Switchblade, but, like, that's a loose connection. Like, I could have said Blade and hope that, like, Sherlock gets swept into that, but, like, Blade doesn't necessarily mean a murder weapon. Switchblade is a murder weapon, potentially, as is a razor blade, but neither, like, I couldn't give murder weapon, you know? I guess I could give murder, but then you don't get switch. You see what I mean? Like, there's all these... Yeah, that's why I went with 2s, because the 2s were solid and eliminated things that I didn't see other good ways of connecting. But, like I said, the true fuck-up was taking Elephant off the board when I knew that that was holding up Blake at the end. Beyond that, we were trucking. I was just going to give football for Brazil. Like, specifically FUTBOL, which would not hit Germany. Because they're both big football countries. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't think there's any rule against that. Well, maybe. Maybe, like, not using other languages. It does say don't use foreign words to give extra information. I think this one's arguable because football is understood by everyone. It's not like a... I think this rule would be more about, like, if you know French and you know someone on your team knows French, it would be wrong to use French to, like, secret talk. But, like, football is like it's commonly used. I don't know, maybe it would have been a rule violation. In which case I still lost, even if it would have went our way. Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't have even thought to ask, unfortunately, because it just didn't occur to me like that's not a rule that comes up very often, so I wasn't thinking about that. Oh yeah. But I'm saying I would have given that. That was what I had in mind. So if you consider that a rule violation, then we would have lost anyway. Is all I'm saying. Because that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, GG. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all very much for watching. As always, I do hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, more than likely, we're going to be diving back into Metroid Dread. So until then, y'all have a good night. See you next stream.